What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Lore Reloaded. Always a pleasure to see all of you guys here. It is another fantastic Star Trek Adventures where we have three people really interested and one looking at a kitten video. So that's always a positive that everyone wants to see. We, of course, have Fancy Teeth. We have Starfleet Boy. We have Cute Fuzzy Weasel, the cat-watching YouTuber, and we got Venom Geek Media.
They put a chicken chick next to the little kitten, though.
All of which are better YouTubers than me, and proves that there isn't a god. And they have a little chick like just hugging. They have it hugging it. So there's.
Oh,
there's
it is. It's crawled underneath it.
He's just hugging him.
Oh, sleeping next to each other.
Oh, sweet prince. All right, so today is another Star Trek Adventures, just to let you guys know how all of this fun-filled stuff works. We will be going through Star Trek Adventures, the pen and paper by Modifius, who has graciously given me this stuff for us to go through for absolutely free, so you're going to need to give them a shout-out. And we are going towards, getting closer towards the finale. You and the players actually change everything that's going through. So if you want to, you can actually impact what is going on. All you have to do is take a look at the bot. It'll actually tell you. But super chats do impact how things occur. So for instance, if like multiple people are typing and you can hear that in the background because they didn't mute, then at that point you could super chat and then it'll never happen again. So that is something that actually might occur. See, there it is. Now they're doing it on purpose. Yeah, love it. All right. I'm glad you guys are still my friends. I don't know why you are, but I'm glad you're still my friends. So, how you doing? Everybody doing well? Everybody having a good day?
Oh, I got my oil changed. I changed the thing in my car that was broken.
What was broken in your car?
The tail light.
Oh.
The tail light went out, and I took it through a car wash.
It's just been a good day.
Oh, no. All that took me 5 hours because of Atlanta traffic. Yeah.
You live in Atlanta? I feel like I knew that.
Yeah, I live in Atlanta.
Well, who chose to live in Atlanta?
Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus chose.
Highly doubt that.
After
My
he
day is
got on
going
that
real
meth.
good here. I've got this French Romulan. Romulan 75. I meant to say French 75, but it's a Romulan 75 instead. So I'm happy with that. You guys ever had one?
Heck yeah.
Is
I
it
have
grape
not.
juice? What is it?
I have not.
I've
It's
never
this
even heard of
weird
it.
blue gin. It's a blue gin from Canada, from Vancouver. It's like something about the way they make it with these special flowers makes it blue. And then it's prosecco, a little bit of lime juice or lemon juice, and a little bit of simple syrup, and it's delicious. And it's normally it's called a French 75, but now
How
it's
much
a Romulan.
how much stock do you have in the company that sells it?
None. Otherwise, I would have said their name and told you about the website.
That's what Shatner accused Red Letter Media of doing, pushing.
Oh, right.
I don't know if you did that because of that, Fancy Teeth, but yeah, they were.
No,
they
I'm
were-
just trying to insult everybody one at a time, right to left.
See, no, they so they did something, and Shatner got mad and watched one of their videos, and they talked about how they liked this one specific beer. And he went off on them on Twitter saying that they were like shills and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
I
then
saw
Mike,
that.
then Mike got really sad because Captain Kirk called him stupid.
Yeah, no, I love.
Yeah.
Well, I feel
This
like
is,
we're all in that club, aren't we?
Super duper hot take, but William Shatner is kind of a jerk.
I love their humor.
Super duper hot take.
He actually did tell me to get a life. It was kind of funny on Twitter. I
Get
say
a life.
he did. He went
Wow.
off on me and told me to get a life on Twitter. It was one of the
Well,
best.
it was like
promotions
everyone-
I could get. I mean, he did me a favor. What?
I agree with you guys about all that stuff, but it's so hard for me to separate him from the character Captain Kirk that I would be devastated if he blocked me, and I'm probably being blocked by him as we speak, and I'll cry
it's
for
real easy to
years and-
separate him from Kirk. All you gotta do is look at a picture of Kirk and then look at a picture of him now.
Yeah.
Like totally different. One is Captain Kirk, the other is pizza.
Oh my.
Oh my.
There's a hot take for you. Just accuse
And-
Pizza the Hut of being William Shatner.
That was the end of Lore Reloaded. It's done now.
No,
Why do you guys hate me? Why do you guys?
Why do you
hate
hate Lore? You don't want him to feed his children?
no, the best thing I could do is go off on William
Chat was
Shatner.
gonna
man.
sue.
I need an in back into the left. Best thing I could do is just rip into Shatner. All right, so let's get into it. Last time on Star Trek Adventures, what did happen last time? Feels like it was like
I got
feels
bit.
Feels like it was forever ago.
A dog.
That's right. There was
I didn't show up.
there was our heroes had been dispatched to a research center which had been looking at nanotechnology when unfortunately a microbe had gotten in and basically created a horror that no one wanted. You guys, of course, took a furry little animal with you, which I'm assuming you kept. Either that or you threw it out an airlock or gave it to like the science department or
It
something.
may or may not
Well,
be breakfast, I don't know.
can neither confirm nor deny. And of course, save the day, as you are apt to do. So let's go ahead and just get right into it. Of course, things have been going quite quickly. You're hearing a lot of news happening on the Bajoran front. Things have been getting pretty spicy with the Klingons. It is not calming down, but there are some hopes as Klingon and Federation sources are meeting on the Bajoran homeworld. Of course, that is not specifically your problem. Nothing you have to worry about right now. What is on your plate is that you are finding yourself, while still on the Titanic L, all of you have been invited to have a discussion with the Department of Temporal Investigations. So after your conversation with the XO, after everything was happening, they decided to take a deeper look into it. So you've been instructed. You find yourself in one of the many offices with two different characters there. You have a rather stocky human who is somewhat pale, and he has like brown-ish hair. He is also wearing, if you'll hold on a quick second, a blackish uniform, though there are stripes going down it. Doesn't look like it's the standard Federation, or not standard Starfleet uniform. You also have a female there who is in fact Trill with red hair, which is kind of weird, and she's of a darker complexion, and they have been having a conversation with you. It's been about an hour or so. Everyone's there. And you've been going over a little bit of what's been going on, and the female, she leans forward and she says, "Okay, so let me make sure that I understand your reports and what you've been talking with us about. You were on a mission. You went to a planet. On that planet, you traveled down trying to help. It was, of course, the religious Mecca. There was some kind of powerful being, and you convinced it that it needed to change time to help the Borg win."
No.
No, that's not what happened. That is not what we said.
mentioned the Borg, and the creature became very interested in the Borg.
And then what happened after that?
Then it went.
Then it
Gone.
went away and
Sorted.
Gone.
Don't worry about it.
Disappeared.
we're in some
don't know
kind
where
of
it is.
alternate history.
Yeah, I have a question for the temporal investigators. You're from the future at some point, right? Like somewhere far, like some other century, like far away.
No, wait, why are you asking them that?
No, we're not. We're
You're not okay. Because I was just curious if my vow of celibacy was still on record where you come from.
I would assume.
They don't want to do anything with it.
Man's gotta have
Shut
hope.
up, cat.
Shut up, cat. Why is
A cat.
he
Nothing like a cat.
no aspects like a cat? So there's a pause, and so do you know where the being is now? Have you seen any changes to the timeline?
Well, for one, we appear to be almost at war with Bajor, which in our original timeline was not the case. We are allied with the Cardassians, which in the original timeline was not the case. The Khitomer Accords never happened, which in the original timeline was not the case. There are a number of things that are quite wrong with the situation.
Yeah, I was an admiral. I just want to point that out.
Oh, good. Yes, and I had much property in Florida.
Yeah, I had a mansion, a palace on Andor, a big ice palace. So someone should rectify that.
So,
I owned a fleet.
You weren't with us. Who are you?
yeah, it just pops
Why
up.
are you here?
That's that's McCoy, right? That's Dr. McCoy.
Yes.
So you can have a lot of those things. I mean, we don't. I mean, you could just ask for it and have it. That's why we live in a utopia. But let me try to understand. We weren't having issues with the Klingons. The Khitomer Accords actually did go. So, was the Enterprise still destroyed with Kirk on it, or were they still alive?
What?
No.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
What's a Kirk? No.
Who destroyed? When was the Enterprise
Wait,
destroyed,
yeah,
and
can
who
you
by?
fill
Yeah.
us in on that one?
The Khitomer Accords fell through due to
Oh,
the
you're talking about
destruction of
At the Battle of
Enterprise.
Khitomer, right? Oh yeah.
Well, the
No, they
slaughter,
weren't destroyed.
the slaughter and destruction of the Khitomer.
So
whole
what
species?
actually? What? Hang on. What actually happened there?
So the female sits back and she looks at you somewhat curiously, and she tilts her head. Says, "Well, the USS Enterprise and Excelsior arrived in an attempt to stop Klang. I think it was Klang, whatever the hell his name was. The Klingon captain. Unfortunately, they were both destroyed, and the Khitomer site itself was destroyed as well, throwing the Klingon Empire into some turmoil. There was an escalation, but it ultimately stopped when the Klingons were unable to continue the war. At which point a tension, we won't say peace, but tension happened. Are you sure you don't remember any of this?
So who is now in charge of the Klingon Empire?
Depatmo.
Oh, okay, not Duras. I was wondering.
The who?
Depatmo? You really don't know who any of these events.
No.
No.
Negative.
Chancellor Potno?
Correct.
Or is it a species? Okay, it's a person. You answered my question while I was asking it, so okay.
Rubbish name for a Klingon.
It is kind of a strange name. Usually they are much more guttural.
Yeah. When you ask off the cuff, it can sometimes create issues for the GM, so there is that occurs.
Wait a minute. If Kirk died, then who did Picard take into the past to punch Sauron in the face?
Who's Picard?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Okay, hang on.
You
Okay, we
son
gotta
of
get
a-
back.
Home. We gotta get back home.
Hang on a second, though. Okay, so was there a ship called the USS Stargazer in your timeline?
It was destroyed by the Ferengi.
Well,
Was
Okay.
everyone on board killed?
There was a Ferengi. Yeah, there was a Ferengi, and this is something that. What do you don't know about the Federation Ferengi War?
I thought the Ferengi thought that war was not profitable.
Yeah.
To fight.
Doesn't sound like the Ferengi we know.
Yeah, are they like psycho rat people now?
You guys are forgetting the rules of acquisition. There's money to be made in war, and
Yes,
there's money to be made in peace.
selling arms to both sides.
Yeah, that sounds
Not
about right.
fighting a war.
Not
Fighting
putting
a war
yourself-
is expensive.
So
The
interesting.
male investigator shakes his head. He says the USS Stargazer was destroyed after being disabled by a Ferengi marauder. The captain, Picard, lowered his shields in a gesture and attempted
That sounds like Picard.
some sort of maneuver. Unfortunately, it wasn't successful, and the ship was destroyed. At
Wait,
that
how
point, as it escalated to which there was, it's called a Ferengi Federation war, but it was more a border conflict than anything else.
How?
What
Makes
what
sense.
version of the Enterprise exists today?
Yeah.
What letter is it? D?
Is it C?
C? E?
After the destruction at Kittimer, the Enterprise was decommissioned.
Right, but now there was no B or C
No,
or D.
the name was decommissioned in honor of the lost crew.
So
Wow.
what is the flagship name now?
The USS Furby. No, it's not the name. That'd be funny if it was.
The Costa Concordia.
You could say it's the Costa Concordia.
It's the Lusitania.
It's called the Event Horizon.
It's called the Event Horizon. Unfortunately,
USS
that was
Chernobyl.
lost.
What was the name of the other ship they destroyed in Battlestar Galactica? The Pegasus.
The
It's the
Pegasus.
Pegasus.
It's the USS. It's the USS Fukushima now. That's the main Federation flagship.
Oh my.
now.
It's the USS.
So-
It's the USS Sheffield.
Oh.
Huh.
Yes.
That's
Who's
kinda
the
cool.
captain of the Sheffield?
That's a wonderful question. I can tell you in just a second.
Money's on Riker.
No, Captain James Salt.
That's also.
Why do I know that name?
Wait, did we come into the lame timeline?
Anyone in the UK should probably know that name. Yeah, that's recent history for the United Kingdom.
Oh, remember when you guys banned all the salt?
I mean, that does sound something we would do.
You banned all the salt because it was too unpatriotic. Remember?
Anyway, so the
That's exactly how it happened.
the two
Shavik, why are you so bad at remembering things, Shavik?
the two temporal agents, they stand up and look at each other and then look back. The male says we're gonna have to look into this further and do some more investigation. At this time, we're gonna ask you to stay on the Titanic, except for on missions, of course. Don't go on the Costa Concordia until we have more information. If you think of anything or you see anything that may help us try to determine how to undo what's occurred, please feel free to reach out to either of us.
I think given the choices, you'd rather want to be on the Costa Concordia
Why would you want to be on the Costa Concordia?
because it went down in warm waters.
And near to shore.
Yes.
Thing is, if a starbase...
There's a pause. There's a pause. It's a star base. It's in space.
Does it
in
orbit-
our- In
does
our
it-
timeline, it was a ship.
Yeah. That's
In our
right.
timeline, totally different. Don't worry about those comments. They're fine.
What kind of ship was it? Was it an Excelsior?
No, not important. A scout. It was like a garbage scout. I don't know.
It's like a carpet scout.
It was like a, paper thing.
paper thing. It was a piece of paper going. They nod their head and they say, "Okay, well, thank you. You're dismissed."
So wait, what happens to us? Are we just time refugees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until we can figure out how these impacts are occurring and how to undo them, or if they can even be undone, or if this was meant to be this way. At the moment, there's not a lot to do. We'll be in touch with you, however.
Do we get
I'm
temporal?
about to invent the Seren maneuver.
The what?
The Picard maneuver doesn't exist here. So.
Oh yeah,
that's
there's
right.
so much we get to. Okay. Dibs on self-aware holographic characters.
Are there self-aware? You said what? Are there self-aware characters?
Dibs on.
Dibs.
So he
Dibs.
calls dibs on inventing them.
Ah, okay.
Dibs on the little weird salt shaker androids. I think I
Dibs.
can build one of them.
Dibs on transparent aluminum.
Dibs on lionfish in captain's quarters. No fish tank required. Just leave one every day.
Well, dibs on all the Earl Grey.
So you guys are dismissed, and you walk out, talking about the things you're going to invent. You're gonna have a few hours before the next event happens. Is there anything that you'd like to do, or not really?
I'm going to check up on the names of all of the Enterprise principal crew members and see if they even exist.
Okay. Well, you can give me a check for that,
Okay.
and I'm going to be looking that up in just 1 second.
I am rolling 2d20s.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you before you roll them,
Oh, okay. I will
because I'm going to make you re-roll them.
continue to do this. So,
I want a control plus. We'll go with engineering.
I have to find my.
Your control is 9. Your engineering is 1, so 10.
Okay, so I will roll. I had got a 6 and a 15.
A 6 and a 15.
Yes.
Okay. So when you're looking through it, the one of the first thing you notice is that most all of the crew that you stated are still there. Which Enterprise? Let me rephrase.
Enterprise D.
Okay. Yeah, they're just been shipped off to different ships. None of them on the Titanic. The crews have gone to various different with actually different departments too. For instance, Riker is in tactical. There's no Worf. Deanna went into the sciences, so she's actually a scientist. Riker and Deanna actually married.
Okay.
And just the various different ones. So they just went to different ships.
What about Data?
Never found. There's not a data.
Okay, so I know what we have to do.
Omicron
Gotta-
Theta.
We gotta find ourselves a pasty white android man, so he can come up with an android plan.
I'm on board with. I'm on
Android
board.
plan.
I'm
That'd be good.
I'm on board with anything that gets back to our timeline. I don't like this timeline.
Well, hang on. What if we
Timeline
hang on though? What if we
is
pick up the wrong one? Because we're not going to be able to tell till we switch them on.
Okay.
Need a way to jump from one to the other, and we can do like a Slatters thing.
We could scan his brain for the emotions chip.
The one thing you do see is you actually see there's an Admiral Barclay as well.
No
Oh.
way!
He's actually in charge of Starfleet security.
No
okay,
way!
That's a point then. Actually, again, I was just thinking similar thing about all the people based on Deep Space Nine. Is there a Admiral O'Brien?
No, actually, when you do a search for Admiral O'Brien, he apparently perished in a Bajoran border war conflict.
Damn, alright, I give the Federation 50 more years at most without O'Brien.
I know it's true.
I'd
Greatest
like
Starfleet
doomed.
officer ever.
I'd like to do a scan for tachyon particles in the area. Anything weird there? Any large amounts of tachyon radiation.
Okay, so where are you going to do this search from?
Engineering.
Okay, so you're going to walk down to engineering and be like, I'm going to search for tachyons. You can do that. That's going to show up on a report, but you can do that. Would you like to still do that?
Looks
Not
like
sure
you're
why that
scanning
would be a
tachyons.
bad thing.
Okay.
You know, time refugees looking for radiation that could indicate time travel. That seems pretty logical to me.
Control.
Hoping the
no.
next slip is the one that takes
Next
us
that
home.
they get home. So that's chronotons more than tachyons. So do you want to look for chronotons or you want to look for?
I heard about this guy Kim who had a weird experience with. There might be these time beings that could help us with coordinates to get us back.
Yeah, that's my bad. I googled tachyon and Google told me something wrong. So yeah, chronotons.
Okay. Give me a control plus engineering, 15.
Control is 11.
And your engineering's 4. Do you want me to roll or can you roll?
You roll.
Okay. Sorry. That would be a 20 and a 7. 20 is the real bad one.
Yeah.
So
Oh god, I broke engineering.
just the ship just loses power. It just begins floating down. You don't find any tachyon. You don't find any chronotons.
Damn. No chronotons, man.
Did I get checked for my being mauled last time? Did
Yeah, we went through that. You got cleared.
I'm okay. Okay,
For the
I'm not gonna push my luck on that.
So I guess the last thing I want to do is just tell them what I found.
That you found nothing. Who are you going to tell?
Ghostbusters.
No.
I'm gonna tell my fellow time refugees.
Okay.
It might help in their decision-making process.
As you guys are going through it, you don't find anything. You are actually called to the ready room. The 4 of you.
See, in our original timeline, it's called the Get Set. I will work on that before we get to the ready room. That sounds really
Also, before we get to the ready room, as an empath, I'm wondering. I want to analyze what I felt around those temporal agents from an empathic perspective. Can I get some? What insights might have I gleaned?
Sure, but you'll need to roll something for that. You'll need to. Do you have the ability to roll?
No, could someone roll for me, please? I've always depended on the rolls of strangers.
I got dice or lore if you want to do this.
You can do it. Give me an insight plus medicine, I guess.
All right, so insight would be 10, and medicine is 3, so 13.
I got an 11 and a 9.
All right. No, they're actually pretty straight laced. They're just trying to figure out what's
Alright.
going on. They're
Excellent.
because they have a tricky job. They're not, they don't know if you're lying, if you've been taken over, if there's actually an issue. So they're trying to parse out what's going through. And so with that, you, as I stated, you're called to the ready room. I assume you guys go there.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Nothing better to do.
So.
Nah.
Going to the ready room, the captain is actually there, who is, as you know, female, brunette, human. She has the red command structure. She looks up and motions you into the ready room as you guys come. She begins talking before you even completely sit down, and her voice is beautiful by most standards. It's a little bit deeper, but still feminine, and she says, welcome in. Apologies. The executive officer is unfortunately busy on another mission. I hope you won't mind if I'll be giving the briefing today.
Hey, the captain, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's their name again?
That is a wonderful question, and I'm glad you asked. There's a specific reason why I didn't say the captain's name, but
It's Janeway, isn't it?
it's Captain Janeway.
I knew it. I knew it was Janeway.
Called it.
You described Kate Milne.
Doesn't she have light? Doesn't she have light reddish hair?
Gentlemen, sit down.
And apparently,
Gentlemen's and feline.
and apparently has been smoking most of her life.
Well, this is like an alternate universe, so yes. She's a she's a heavy smoker. She has a
In
pipe,
fact,
and she's got a...
she should be smoking. Yeah, right now. Like she like,
No.
like
She has a
it should be like
pipe?
a hot box.
No,
in
not
the-
a pipe,
in the-
a
in the-
cigar,
in
a
the
big
yeah.
fat Cuban cigar.
And
She
a
goes,
gun to Harry Kim's head.
Puts it out into space like, gentlemen, we have a situation that requires us to wipe out several civilizations. So it's just a Tuesday.
And and you look at him, tears are going down, and she's like, "Don't cry, don't say a word, if it says a
Boys,
word,
don't cry, Kim.
if it says a word, it gets the hose again."
Caffeine laced cigars.
Caffeine laced.
That's in the comments.
Goes to the
Make sure we
replicator.
don't have a transporter accident.
Goes to the replicator and has bourbon just put straight into her stomach. Doesn't even bother to drink it. Just put it
It's just
straight in there.
it's just got like a tube. Just plugs in.
Her name is Amelia Davis.
Just goes to the replicator, coffee grounds, and just starts.
No, she has, like snorts them.
Yeah.
What happens is you're walking in, and she's like,
With her finger.
Off of Kim's naked ass cheek, just like.
she reaches, slaps Harry. That's the good stuff.
Lights a cigar on some of his burning hair. We have a situation.
So now we have a coffee drug-addled Janeway.
This is no joke, guys. At the beginning of this, we were like, don't worry, Laura. We're taking this really serious.
Yeah, because I loved what I did with Lore Runner and Jesse Gender. I'd love to have them back, but I said I don't want to do what they did for this one. They said I planned on doing it straight laced, and right now we have Janeway who's doing coffee grounds like it's crack off of Chakotay's bare back, and
That's the good stuff, Chakotay.
She's got Kim in a gimp outfit in a chest.
In a chest in a cage.
she uses him to put out her cigars.
I heard you're a Delton. Does this really strain that vow of celibacy?
She like what you see.
She really leaned into her role as a wartime captain.
I'll let you borrow the gimp.
I do like the idea of her with cigars though, just like, and like Fidel Castro's cap.
Literally a clone of Fidel Castro behind her. I've always looked up to him.
That's why I had him stuffed and mounted.
I cloned him and then stuffed and mounted him on him. All right. All right.
Well, I seriously though, I do want to roll and see if my character recognizes Janeway as, Janeway from our reality who went missing.
Okay. Okay. I mean, all right. That's fine. You would need to roll a control
Okay.
plus security.
Okay, so a 9 and a 3. All right, so I will roll. I got a 7 and a 14.
Okay. They did go missing. Yeah.
Okay, so I recognize her.
It's not actually Janeway. No, I was just messing with you. Janeway. No, it's not Janeway.
Oh, come
I
on,
know.
man.
We
I
could have
know.
had so much fun with
Fucking
that.
great.
I know, it's horrible.
Yeah.
That
I'm
would have been brilliant.
I'm as disappointed as you are about it.
You build us up just to tear us down, Laura. Why? Why, Shavik? Why? Should have been Janeway.
But, okay, so
Why do we not have Dom Janeway?
That's what you said as soon as you entered. Why couldn't you be Janeway?
Okay. Question. So if it's not Janeway, is it somebody else that's snorting coffee grounds off Chakotay's ass? Or
No, Chakotay's still there and Harry's still there. It's just not Janeway. Everything else seems legit.
It's not Janeway from our timeline.
No,
but
it was the original actress. What's her name? The original Janeway actress.
Genevieve Bujold.
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Or Genevieve. I think it's Genevieve. But...
So Kirkland's Janeway.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, don't knock them. Some of their knockoffs are really good.
I lived in Seattle, so I know Kirkland brand. I'm like,
So,
down.
As you walk in, because it's going to be like 5 a.m. in the morning for some of you by the time we get this stuff. As you walk in, she says, you'll excuse if our executive officer can't be here right now. He's on an extended mission. And she begins going into it. She says, we've received a distress signal from a planetary government of Fosterane 2. It's a Class M world with a major population. We haven't had a lot of interaction. The first time our ships encountered the government, they were actually warp capable in the 21st century. However, they requested that we leave and not return, and since then we've seen no indication that they would be willing or open to meeting anyone. Until recently, we've received a distress call, an automated message from a regent known as Tresta Zemelin. She asked for assistance, stating that it was urgent in responding to a plague that's sweeping the planet. Generally, again, they're isolationists, but apparently it's so bad that they're asking for outside help. We're a little bit... At first, Starfleet was somewhat resistant to looking into it. Obviously, they have, for hundreds of years, not wanted any assistance, so this is highly irregular. However, data is starting to be sent out with some of the plague and issues. And after looking at it and seeing our reports, Starfleet felt that your team was primed to investigate. And so she reaches up to the little, it's not a data pad, it's a little computer or whatever, and she turns it around, and you see images of humanoids that look almost human. They have little ridges at either side of their head. But the one thing you notice is that there's actually biomechanical things starting to sprout from their faces and down their necks and such as that. They've also stated that there has started, that this plague actually has a connection to feelings of giddiness and happiness until they become somewhat docile. Starfleet thought it would be prudent if your team looked into it.
That sounds familiar.
If I might give a bit of sage advice, Captain, when we arrive, just fire torpedoes.
Just
That's
Just unload on that thing.
generally I don't do war crimes, but luckily for me, I won't have to decide that or not. The Titanic won't be dispatched.
oh, so just us.
So how do we get
Correct.
there? That sounds like a long way away.
Luckily, we do have some shuttles that have warp capability.
Do we have like the gamma glider?
Yes.
Can we? Oh, yes. Can we take that, please?
No, you'll be taking a runabout.
Damn.
The USS Hiroshima.
Jesus Christ, Lord. Holy shit.
It wouldn't be the USS. I'll just point that out. Just be the Hiroshima.
That's true. They don't name shuttles because shuttles don't have rights.
It's a runabout.
Mm.
She pauses a moment. She says, "We've named shuttles ever since the Federation began."
We don't put the USS.
Oh, that's
on
an interesting
shuttles.
development.
We have ever since Federation began.
Oh, wait a minute. Why would that be different in this timeline too? How far back did this thing interfere with the timeline?
This
Well,
temporal incursion.
maybe that's why the Enterprise blew up. Is because the shuttles were called USS.
Extra
Galileo.
paint made them move out of the way just slightly slower.
Exactly.
Slower, yeah. That's what it had to have been.
Facts. Okay, she says you'll be taking the Hiroshima.
Okay.
It's actually one of the newer technologies. It's called a runabout. They haven't been around for all that long. It's a more advanced shuttle which will allow you to work. We've set up the back so that there's a bit of a science lab that you'll be able to look further into this. Starfleet feels at this time it might not be prudent to send a Starfleet vessel given the type of virus that is there.
Said this shuttle is a new kind of shuttle called a runabout?
Yes.
Hang on. In our timeline originally, were runabouts
Already a thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so the Federation might also be behind in technology.
They were still fairly new during that time, though. They were introduced in Deep Space Nine, so they were still fairly new. I don't think that it was retconned to have been there for a while.
Yeah, it was pretty new, but this is 73. This is well into DS9,
Yeah.
Well, new is still a couple of years.
I suppose.
It's not made in the same year. It's not new. Ask Janeway.
Got our eye on you.
You gotta,
I did-
you gotta keep up with technology and move fast.
I did the.
She knows
I did the
exactly
wrong
how much
voice.
oxygen. She
This
gives.
Janeway has like a French accent. So she's different.
She gives.
It's true.
She gives the base. She knows the basic amount, the minimum amount of oxygen you need to survive in a day.
Hey,
she has
Chad.
that to a science.
Chat, donate $10 so this can actually be Captain Janeway. Come on. Do it. Do it. Come on.
Your friends up there on the sanctuary.
Told you the Jedi were taking over.
You guys were talking about Data earlier. Should we also go fetch him and make him part of our team so that he's like our android?
I feel like we should get him and then plug his brain into a computer to use
Yeah.
him as part of something. I don't know, but yes.
Isn't he? He's a long way away, isn't he?
We're gonna be the end of this universe. I just know it.
It's gonna be. Wait, is the crystalline entity still a thing? Is that still rampaging across the frontier?
So she looks between you. She's like, I mean, you can look into that after this. But do you have any questions for her regarding what's going on?
Do we get weapons, please?
Yes.
Bigger ones than last time.
Some shotguns.
Oh, can we have one of those runabouts that
Stuff
has,
for
like,
dogs.
She
the torpedo thing at the top or whatever it is, like that crazy attachment.
Purple space bazooka.
She shakes her. She shakes her head. She says, "You'll have basic defensive, but this is a humanitarian mission, and I don't see the need for those types of weapons."
Okay.
Oh, well, that's
now
great.
I'm
That's
no,
great that
no.
you don't see the need.
No,
you don't
I'm-
see the need because
I
you're not
need-
going there.
I need to flex my disarming nature. Well, I don't know. I don't know what part of this is going to be, but I have to try to convince her that, like, listen, if this is what we think it is, then by the time we get there, chances are it will be too late. So, for insurance, we should have at least some better weapons than phasers.
Okay. Well, you can give me a Because the way you just argued that, you can give me a presence plus security.
My presence is 9 and my security is 3.
I'll roll it. 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that right?
Yeah.
I'll roll it for you because I like you. Hold on. Here we go. 19. 19.
What?
She she sits back.
I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, I went and got my own dice.
Well,
Yeah, I'll have dice next time, I promise.
She
I
sits.
have my own.
She sits back and she says, "No, I understand and can agree. However, if it is the Borg, they would adapt to any technology that we have. So phasers works just as well as rifles.
they don't
Except
adapt to
a
bullets.
shotgun.
They don't adapt to bullets.
We don't
Okay.
use primitive technology anymore."
Maybe.
Yes,
Can I?
yes, that's
right. I'm
another
gonna
reason.
try. I'm gonna try this again. I'm now go. Can I now try and get the weapons out of her by being a little bit more confrontational, shall we say?
Sure.
Like if you don't let us take weapons, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Whoa, no, Shavik, you're going to have Janeway put you in a teleporter and split you into 2 different people, and then stab
Or she'll
you
put
in
a
the face.
or she'll put a ball gag in your mouth and
Yeah,
put you
worse,
next to
you're gonna-
yeah,
You're gonna be the one in the yeah.
She'll
You're gonna
turn
be-
you into a salamander, Shavik.
You'll also talk yourself.
Chakotay, bring out the gimp.
You'll also talk yourself into no weapons if you do it just right. So
Shall I do it, guys?
No.
should you
maybe be a little
insult-
less, confrontational?
should you insult and threaten a superior officer? Do you think that's going to go well for you?
Roll
Well,
2
I mean-
ones.
Fluttering our eyes didn't work, so you got me.
Well, I didn't flutter my eyes. I could use my disarming nature. What good is disarming nature if I can't do anything?
Can I try to appeal to her a little less angrily, maybe, and say that these people have always been isolationists, and the same people that decided that we should come down are very likely not the majority, and
I
so
would-
that anything could happen. There could be isolationist terrorists there. We had them on Earth at one point.
So you can do presence plus security.
I want to help him by giving her like the big cat eyes.
Okay. So 10, a 3, and a 3. That's weird. All right, we'll do 1 roll for you for helping out. A 20. No, it wasn't 20. An 11.
Oh,
So-
Arctic Fox, good idea. Yeah, bribe her with coffee.
So she still looks somewhat skeptical, and she says, "You can. I'll give you some gear," and then says dismissed.
Okay, some.
That's
Literally every weapon on the ship, but it's some.
So as you make your way, you get to the shuttle, the Hiroshima, and 2 of you will have phaser rifles, and 2 of you will have phasers,
Dibs on phaser rifle.
and a
dibs on phaser rifle.
stun grenade.
Dibs
I'll
on
take
Dibs on stun grenade.
I said it first.
Hang on. Are we gonna? We should rock paper scissors, right?
I'm gonna give it to the security officer, unless.
Thank you.
Well, how would we do rock, paper, scissors between the 4 of us? Like, the 2 winners go... Okay, I guess that would be how we would do rock, paper, scissors between the 4 of us. Shabbat, why do you keep making it so I don't know these answers?
Who's the pilot?
I'll pilot
Okay.
this time.
Well, does
know
not.
what
Be
your
sure
problem
to
is.
let the shuttle know that your vow of celibacy is
Yeah.
still in effect.
So,
It doesn't apply to inanimate objects, so I can.
Not yet.
You
You
know.
don't know that. We get data. You'll have to tell him.
So hang on, it doesn't apply to inanimate objects. I don't want to know what you've been doing with the other shuttles then.
I love runabouts.
All right. So you get in the shuttle. You start making your way towards the planet. Are you guys doing anything else on the way? It's going to take about a day to get there.
Gonna be researching this culture and trying to understand everything there is to understand about him.
About him? All right. Give me a control. No, give me an insight plus science.
So 10 plus 4.
Roll it for me.
15 and 6.
All right. So you find the ship's log from a Vulcan survey vessel in the 21st century. It was the Tamira. The log itself says we approached the Fosterian star system as a part of our survey mission of the sector. However, before we could enter the system and commence in-depth scans, we received an audio-only subspace radio transmission from an individual identifying himself as the planetary leader of Fosterian 2. The leader struck a rather threatening tone before demanding that we keep our distance and respect his civilization's wish to remain isolated. We were allowed a brief conversation before the Regent cut the transmission. Rather than risk a botched first contact, we decided to comply with the demand and rerouted our course to avoid the area. Judging by the ability to detect our approach and their use of subspace radio, it seems logical to conclude they possess some form of advanced technology. We had time to conduct only a cursory sensor sweep, which confirmed the Fosterian transmission originated from the system's second planet, a ringed Minshara-class world. Perhaps in time we will be able to learn more of this hermit civilization. End recording and file with the Vulcan Science Directorate.
Okay, well, a scan done by Vulcans in the 21st century is maybe slightly better than a daguerreotype photograph.
I'll look up. So is that the only bit of data we have on them, or is there more data?
Nope. Ever since that, the Vulcans kept their space. The United Earth did as well, and then when the Federation was formed, you find one more attempt, which was given the exact same stay the hell away. And ever since then, the Federation has a quarantine zone around the system.
So we don't really have any insights as to like their physiology, their biology, anything like that.
No.
Other than they look like short people with stuff glued to their face.
Correct.
That doesn't really narrow it down.
Hold it. Hold what?
I said
Or
called
stuff
it.
glued to their ears. Thank you.
What am I holding?
I said you called it.
Oh, called it. Okay. It's about.
It's a bag of holding. Wait, wrong game.
Thank you.
Hey, are you guys turning off your...
I did real quick. I'm
Okay.
so sorry. I had to blow my nose.
Every time you do that, it resets,
Shit.
and I have to move everything around.
Oh my god!
So-
I'll blow my nose on camera. Next time,
I am
promise.
more than okay with that. Allow me to tell you.
Okay.
Wow,
All right, cool.
I've done that so many times.
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
I have to fix it every time one of you guys do it. So if you could not.
I just thought that maybe there might be some kids watching, and maybe I should take my nasty
care.
cigarette smoking and turn the camera off.
We
you know?
literally talked about Janeway taking a line of coffee beans off of a naked Chakotay and then burning, scarring forever.
But that's not going to give them lung cancer, Lord.
I'm not worried.
That's not scarring them forever. We have dermal
said-
regenerators.
No, she doesn't use it on Harry. Harry is not worth it. You don't want to waste that power. All right, so as you guys actually make your way into the system, and forgive me if I stutter a little bit, I am once again changing all of your positions on my screen. Once you guys make your way into the system, the first thing you notice is that the second planet actually has a giant ring of still around it. The initial scans show that it is not something that was there beforehand. It was actually it was man-made, for lack of a better word. It was constructed.
A ring of steel?
A ring of still, yeah. And,
Yeah, it's we landed on Halo Planet.
right. It's not steel. It's a ring of metal. It's like duranium, not steel. But that's a description for
Oh,
it.
steel.
Oh,
Steel.
Yeah,
It's like, I thought you were like, what is still?
like a bag of
Is it-
holding.
Yeah, I
It's
thought
still
like no, I really did. I thought like it's not orbiting, right? It's still.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Steel.
So
Yeah.
hang on, it's got a big steel. It's got a big steel ring around it, like
Right.
some kind of halo.
Correct.
Oh,
Regional
shit.
accent,
It's
regional
the Borg.
accent.
It's the Borg. They've created an orbital structure, and they're using it to assimilate the universe. I knew it. We're
What?
flying directly into a death trap. Shavik, this is your doing. You did this,
Hi,
Shavik.
Shevik!
You killed us all, Shavik.
You killed us all!
Let's just listen. You know, it would all feel better. I'm sure this will be a very pleasant experience.
give me
We'll put on some Gregorian chants and listen to it as we explore this ring world.
Give me a
No. No.
give me
No.
a line of your
No.
of your coffee beans.
No.
All right. So anyway, so what are you guys doing?
Making sure all of the weapons are loaded.
Yeah.
Okay, are you actually activating them?
No, just making sure that they have power cells in them.
Okay.
Are we setting them to stun?
Let's set them to blow holes in whatever we see setting.
I was about to say, stun did not appear to be effective last time.
Stun didn't appear to be effective against the techno head crabs we
Uh,
encountered last time.
I thought it was
Um,
techno doggos.
I'm gonna have to watch that one. I probably should have.
They are doggos, crazy doggos. That's okay.
They
You're
could
in
have
for a
been
ride.
Mutated rat things too. It's
Things,
not
yeah.
necessary that they turn into crazy tech.
I think we're gonna run into a whole new set of horrors here.
So what are you guys doing?
Okay, I want to do a deep resonance scan of this ring to figure out what it is composed of, if it's a solid structure or if there are life forms in it or anything like that.
Give me an engineering plus science.
All right, my engineering is, I'm looking directly at it, is 1 and my science is 4.
Okay.
Okay, dice, come on.
How's my piloting today, guys? You guys
Okay,
happy with that?
I got a 6 and a 16.
And what was it again? 10?
My engineering is 1 and my science is 4.
So 5.
Wow. Okay.
You rolled
Well, I mean, is it a 1 or is it a? It's hard to tell because it is cutting off like half of the numbers.
Why don't you have the PDF in front of you?
I
as
am
well?
looking at the PDF
I'm
right
looking at
here.
the PDF.
It's doing that on the PDF.
It's not doing that here. Hold on.
Well, I can't help it that
You
the
can't
PDF
help.
is haunted.
Okay. Your science is your science. What did I tell you to do? I told you to do a science and an engineering.
Science and engineering.
Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. Wow, that's unfortunate.
Someone else do this.
No, let me.
Right.
let
Can
me-
I do it? I'll
let
do
me,
it. I'm
Let
a
me double
5
check.
in
Hold on.
science and a 2 in
Reason
engineering.
plus engineering. I'm sorry, reason plus engineering. So it's
Oh,
14.
okay. Well, that's a
better.
little different.
That's
All
better.
right.
So it's 14. No, you already
14.
rolled. We'll keep the rolls you had.
Okay, so I did do something.
So what you can tell is actually the ring itself was constructed for effectively one purpose and one purpose only. That was to put gamma radiation and have it directly aimed at the planet and just to send massive amounts of gamma radiation onto the planet itself. For
I
you-
may,
This is a Halo ring. What the hell?
for,
I may or may not have read the story on this one, and you know,
Oh.
there's radiation down there, you guys.
So you'll have to find a way to
Yeah.
deal with the radiation.
Did we bring? We
We
didn't.
have rad kits. Yeah, we have rad kits.
Well,
It's
did we
standard
bring?
issue on
I
the
thought.
runabout.
What about an EVA suit? Like, could we have that, please?
Yeah, do we have? We must have EVA suits on the
Must have
runabout too.
brought
It's like a little
EVA
ship.
You do have
Yeah.
EVA suits, or you can,
Yes.
do inoculations for the
Oh,
for the radiation.
Oh, hey, I have an
All
idea.
vax. All
I've
We'll
got
do
an
the
idea.
we'll do the
inoculate.
inoculation, and we'll take the suits with us just in case.
Do we have any drones?
Yes.
You know, this common technology that at this point would be 400 years old. Do we have any drones that we might be able to send out before we go outside?
I mean, you can scan the planet.
Yeah. Okay.
You find a thriving population.
Bathed
I'll give
in
this one.
gamma rays.
Yeah, it seems like both the planet and the people have slowly evolved to not get sick from massive amounts of gamma
Right.
radiation.
Slowly.
It's gamma. It's gamma radiation. Wow.
You find
They're all Hulks.
you do find
Yes.
there are mostly beings down there. Some of them do seem to have technology as a part of them, giving off a technical signature. Though those seem to be
Technical signature.
those seem to be contained in specific areas. You're actually you start receiving a hail.
Hell.
A hail. Someone's
Hail. A
communication.
hail. Hailing free. Guys, we're getting a hail.
I have a disarming nature. I should answer this hail.
Someone answer
Yes.
Skype.
I will answer.
Latrell's taking it.
Okay.
I have empathy. I mean, I could do it too,
Latrem.
but yeah.
Latrem.
Latrem. I said Latrell. I don't know why I
Right.
said that.
Activate main viewer.
Okay. A woman comes on. There's two people on either side of him. She's fairly pale. No, she looks completely organic. There's nothing on her or anything like that. She's holding, her hands are clasped behind her back, and she nods her head and she says, "Welcome to my planet, which is called Fusterian 2. Welcome to Fusterian 2. I'm assuming that you received our request for assistance."
Yes.
Okay.
Do you require assistance?
She
still?
she nods her head. She says, "Yes, I'm the regent of the planet, and we have been struck with a plague that is causing all kinds of havoc, and we have finally come to the point where we've requested assistance from anyone that can help. So anything you could do would be appreciated."
What can you tell us about this plague?
She pauses a moment and she says, "It would be better if I could show you some of the things that have been occurring."
Can you show us pictures? Maybe.
She says, "If at all possible, I'd appreciate it if you could join me at our capital."
Okay. All right. We just give us landing coordinates, and we'll go land. You know where you want us, and we'll go and see you in your capital. Yes.
She says, "Okay, I will have coordinates sent to thee." And then she looks over, and the one of the advisors looks up and says, "The transponder says Hiroshima," and she says, "We'll be welcome to have the Hiroshima on our planet.
I'm
Please,
sure you will.
please stand by for the coordinates."
Can I want to see if she is okay. Like I want to roll. Actually, wait, Finkter, you have empathy.
Yes, I
You-
do. Yes.
You have empathy. You should.
What do you want to?
Give me a presence plus.
We want to know
medicine.
if her vow of celibacy is on record.
It's on record.
We want to know if she is hiding anything, or if she is going to eat our face, or something like that.
I have a 12 in presence, and what was the other thing you needed?
Medicine.
And medicine, I have a 3, so
Goddamn,
that's 14.
15.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. Hopefully.
It's 15. You have a
Yeah. Oh,
3.
15. Sorry, 15. Yes, that's what I meant.
Don't
I
make me
meant
feel like
15.
I'm going insane.
She seems. She. The Hiroshima is going to be bombarded with radiation. Yeah. She. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's.
She,
I blame Venom Geek for
Oh,
that.
yes. I have to tell her. I also have to tell her. Listen, we've noticed that there's a lot of radiation on your planet. Radiation tends to make us very dead. Would it be possible to have us be in an area where there's less of it?
she shakes her head. She says, "It's by design. The entire planet is permeated with the radiation. if you have capabilities to withstand it, we found other species may have been able to withstand the radiation. And if you can't, definitely let me know. But we'll send the coordinates. She seems on the level. She seems disarmed, charmingly, in fact, by Latrem. So she doesn't appear to be lying. She seems somewhat desperate, like she's really worried. From what you can get from her, it seems like there's something going on. That's like she's not. They really need help.
Okay. Well, okay. We'll see you there. Bye.
I suggest we
Latrem.
begin the inoculations now.
Yes.
I call first dibs on the spacesuits. I already got nibbled once. I don't want to get nibbled again.
Well, Latrem has his own specifically designed spacesuit to accommodate hail and ears.
Can we have the animated series spacesuits that are just shields that like are around us?
Nope, you gotta have the full on. Are you guys gonna be
I
wearing
Alright.
this?
would
Alright.
not feel comfortable with just a shield around me, to be honest.
I wasn't gonna wear it, but I was gonna throw it in a backpack just in case I needed it. You know.
Quick,
I would
put
like
the
to because I'm
spacesuit
inoculated,
on.
It's true.
So are you guys wearing them, or are you actually? Going
I
down?
am wearing one.
I'm gonna wear mine.
I'll wear
I-
mine too.
Well, I'm not gonna be the only one not wearing it. So
You
I'll wear
should.
it.
You should.
Should
Peer
take the
pressure.
opposite approach
Yeah,
and go down
I show up. They've got suits on. I'm like, I find them to be most illogical.
You're like I ain't no B. Ain't no B. Anyway, the planetary regent welcomes you when you guys arrive into an expansive hall under a clear dome. Looking skyward through the dome, the massive artificial ring towers overhead. An orbital tether snakes down from the underside of the ring and connects to the planet's surface somewhere nearby. As you're walking in, you actually see another person who is there, a blonde woman. She looks to be of the same species as the regent. She actually has on a really fine suit looks like it's made of the finest silks, and it appears that there are two people actually behind her that are dressed in what looks like a form of power armor, and they have on some weapon, like two rifles. You can't really tell exactly what they are.
But the Federation doesn't have power armor, of course.
What kind of
We're
stuff
gonna steal
do they,
that.
What kind of stuff do they have glued to their face?
As I said,
Yeah.
it's just ridges
Latex.
on the left and right side. So as you guys make your way in, again she dips her head. She says, "Thank you so much. We can't tell you how appreciative we are that you've come. Unfortunately, the plague has apparently gotten out of hand again. She's about to continue when the woman that you pass by, the blonde, walks forward. Who comes in first?
Yes, Latrem does, and
Okay.
see who's on the dock to them.
She, the blonde walks forward and she puts her hand out as if to shake it. She says, my name is Thesel, and while I appreciate the fact that you've come, unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be able to assist. We've had this well underhand, and we'll be able to find a way. I unfortunately think that your arrival's in vain. But I am with the Immunocorp. So she introduces herself as a part of the Immunocorp. This seems to really agitate the Regent, but for the moment, the Regent stays quiet as she introduces herself.
Immunocorp, you're a part of a corporation?
She nods her head. She says, "Indeed, we've, ever since outsiders gave this plague to us, Immunocorp has been the one to keep it at bay."
What outsiders gave you this plague?
The Regent speaks up, actually, somewhat interrupting the blonde, and says, "We aren't completely sure which outsider gave it to us. It suddenly appeared hundreds of years ago,
As
And
far as our records show, you have been completely closed off to outsiders for almost your entire history.
there's a brief pause, and the blonde says, "Do you wonder why that is?"
I don't know, you value your privacy.
Or the plague was given to us by outsiders, and we decided to not allow any further in so that we wouldn't have to deal with a horrific plague that has destroyed our society.
So how long have you been-
You turned yourself off. I mean, the Federation is literally one of the largest humanitarian organizations in the galaxy. We've been right next to you for several hundred years. I mean,
Do you know how many plagues that we have cured?
lots of them.
Lots of them.
How many organizations that wish to take over other governments or destroy entire populations admit that's what they're doing and don't come to us saying that they can fix and give us the cure to the plague, do you think?
Well, I mean, there's also the hypernet, subspace net. You could get on that. We don't even block access to other people's. You could go onto the Klingon net. Trust me, they've got a lot of fucked up things to say about us over there.
They look confused and says, "We aren't sure what
What
you're
we're
talking
trying,
about."
what we're
The
trying
regent,
to say is
the regent
is
speaks
that-
up. The regent speaks up and says, "People are dying, and we've asked for your help now." Historically, that may have not been the case. Unfortunately, this biomechanical menace that completely takes over a person's personality has turned us off to being open to help.
Whoa.
Biomechanical in what way?
In that it's biological and mechanical.
Okay, and it takes over. Does it
Show us an example, please.
No, don't show us an example.
Wait,
She says, "Okay," and
We
then
know what
grabs
that
you
looks like.
and injects you. You have injections. No, she says, "Actually, we have a few people we hope that you'll be able to take a look at and perhaps help us figure out a way of stopping this." And then
There's only
she
one
actually
way to
continues
stop
on.
it. It's to kill them.
There's only one way to stop it. It's straight genocide, ma'am. You destroy it at the
kidding.
source.
We're sorry, ma'am. This is his fault.
Finker has been too long since he had some quality time with a shuttle, apparently.
The Immunocorp
You guys
representative.
don't want me to release my Delton pheromones on you.
The
Trust me.
Immunocorp representative
If I
speaks
start
up.
break out a sweat here we go.
That's why you're in a spacesuit.
The
That's true,
Immunocorp
that's true.
rep speaks up and she says, "Ever since the plague had started, our corporation had found a way of dealing with the plague. It was discovered that gamma radiation prevents and sometimes even destroys the machinations within the body before they even begin. And so, in order to stop this, we created the ring and have ensured that both our civilization and the planet is saturated in the gamma radiation. And for the longest time, it was either annihilated or was inert within the various beings, Faustians.
So
But-
there's a stalemate
Sure.
happening. Like you can't get fully assimilate or whatever. The effects don't fully affect you because of the radiation.
Well, that's specifically where I was going. But unfortunately, apparently
Sorry.
a new strain has taken over and it's starting to impact us again. So,
Approximately. So, when did this plague start? How long ago did this start?
well, as we were discussing beforehand, it happened hundreds to 1,000 years ago, and was given by an outsider at some point.
So you guys have no idea who the outsider was?
If we knew who, not only would I assume the government would have went to war, but we would have been able to find out a way of dealing with it.
I mean, 1,000 years ago, so you Vulcans are off the hook.
It wasn't Cations.
This is most logical.
So she looks between
Yeah,
you.
we weren't around either.
2 species down, millions to go. Do you want to... And then she stops and she just looks at the region. I told you they're not going to help. This is a waste of our time. Why are we sitting here talking to outsiders when this was the entire problem to begin with? And
I'm curious what advancements you've made
the regent raises
so
her
far,
hand.
Regent.
They haven't. She's actually not. They've gotten into a conversation or an argument, so she's not even responding to you just yet. She raises her hand. She says,
Gotcha.
"We've tried everything." Well, they're arguing is what I'm saying. So you'd have to actually like speak up or say something. But effectively, she says back, "We've talked about this. There's nothing we can do.
Hey.
Outsiders solve this problem. Maybe
Hey,
they can
does it-
actually
hey.
fix it."
Hey, does it, he's like Latrem is waving his arms like, "Hey, now we came a long way to come over here. At least give us a shot." I'm gonna ask
Yes.
you: does this, when you said it takes over their mind, does it create a hive mind?
Okay, so the regent says, "Why are you yelling?" We don't know. She then pauses for a second and she shakes her head. She says, "No, it's just a form of peace. They just seem happy."
Okay,
and
we
docile.
need to see these machinations that you say are in the body. We have experience with several different civilizations, among one very large one that operate under similar manners. We might be able to help you, but you need to calm down and give us a chance. I don't know if he's Russian or Italian or what.
I love it.
One second, guys.
He's Ritalian.
He's Italian.
Italian.
He's
I'm
Cajun.
laughing.
He's Cajun.
Yeah, he's Cajun. There you go.
That's like
He's,
most,
he's
all
Khajiit.
planets. Well, don't all planets have an Italy?
All planets at some point
Well,
involve pizza.
So,
Yeah,
well,
like,
I mean,
there's
Shrek,
definitely like some. There's got to be some Italian Klingons out there.
there's supposed to be nothing but fascists.
Making pizza.
There's supposed to be nothing but fascists.
It is
so
a
I guess it works
honor.
out.
It's for the glory of the empire.
You sound like a dirty targ. Get over here so I can guard you with my battle, yeah. Well, okay, yeah. Now it's German.
Was that a German Italian? You still sound
Get over here.
Italian to me.
They're like big, scary-looking metal pizza boards that they got. Get
They
over
don't even make nice pizza. It's like stale pizza.
It's pizza, but instead of anchovies, it's gach.
It's raw.
Yeah.
It's
And
raw gach and raw dough.
Yeah, you dip it in cold targ blood.
You dip it in the cold targ blood. It is very tasty.
All right, so as you guys
It's the
are...
blood wine sauce. It's very good.
So after that,
There's a little vodka in there.
the
I actually
regent...
feel like Klingons might actually like pizza. I mean, it's a very convenient food.
But it's
Got
also like
everything on it.
I feel like Klingons, like the thing you go particularly when you go to like Europe is like they just love meat, and you know, especially like the more further into the Mediterranean you go along Spain, then you go to Italy, and then you go to Greece, and it's just more and more and more meat. It's like if you're a vegetarian, you've got nothing. You're gonna starve.
Is it weird that I'm getting hungry?
Oh,
Yeah,
burritos! I fucking
Not weird.
Klingons have to love burritos. You
Yeah,
can keep one on you while you're in battle because
Yeah,
it's
you
like a
could-
nice little
yeah.
contained meal.
you could murder somebody with one hand and eat a burrito with the other.
They would.
Very-
I thought
Klingons would
you were
go
gonna-
for that.
I thought you were gonna say they could murder someone with the burrito.
They might be able to murder someone with a burrito. I don't know.
double up
tax-
as a hand weapon.
Yes.
I know 6 ways to kill you with this earth burrito.
The Klingon burrito holder has a spike at one end, so you can eat in battle.
It'd be like, you haven't had a burrito until you've had the original Klingon burrito.
You've not had General Tao chicken until you have had the original Klingon recipe.
General Chang's
General
Chang.
Chang's
I mean, sorry. Chicken.
sweet and sour targ, and then the pathetic Earth imitation.
General Chang's Targ. Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, a
Star
targ is
Trek
like
days at
a
PF
pig.
Chang's.
A targ's like a pig.
It's like a pig dog,
It's
isn't
like
it?
a pig.
So it
Dog
tastes
pig,
kind
yeah.
of like a slimy pork, basically.
Yeah, and they
So-
don't cook it because General Targ is too busy defending the honor of the Klingon Empire. You have to eat it raw.
Defend the honor
Oh
of the Klingon
my.
Empire and your gut bacteria with new probiotics.
Do we have anything do we have database from our timeline that can help these people? Like, do we have anything?
Yeah. Did any of our equipment survive? We gotta have at least the entire
Well, we didn't-
Library
we-
of Congress on one of these.
But we could link up with the
tablets.
Titanic, right? And the Titanic would have like at least like most of the Starfleet database. Like, I feel like.
Yeah, but
and we
not
could link up
our
with the
original Starfleet database. We need
True,
to
true.
link up from like a tricorder or something.
Wow.
That's actually a good idea. Holy shit! How
Yeah.
come the temporal people didn't ask us for our shit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
How come they didn't?
That could have solved a lot of problems on both sides.
Hey, well, also, it's like if they don't have, as you were saying before, it's like if we've actually further ahead in our universe or in our original universe, then we'll have more advanced technology. We could like sell it to them as, you know, an early upgrade.
Yeah,
Yes,
gold
no,
press platinum.
I'd sell it to the Ferengi, and then the Ferengi can sell it back.
We need
15 Quatlus.
Well,
15
we'll sell it
Quatlus.
to the Ferengi and then give it to everybody else, so that by the time they try to resell it, it's worthless.
That would be one way to really piss off the Ferengi. You sell them something you say is unique, and then you real quick give everyone else copies.
Get it out. Yeah, it's like here's the we've got the Mark 7, you know everyone in this universe probably here like has the Mark 6 tricorder. We've got the Mark
Right.
7.
Early adopter.
I wonder if people in the Star Trek universe like trade patterns back and forth for the replicator. Like, check out this replicator pattern. You know, like
You'll
Check out
you'll
this
dematerialize
replicator
in
pattern.
pink instead of gold. I like that. I do think that like it's like every tricorder release is like an iPhone release, so you have the tricorder 12 plus.
With
So
every
presumably,
tri-
so presumably there's a tricorder that like gets bent out of shape when you put it in its holster.
for
and
every
there's one
tri-
that tears your hair out too. There's one that's got a little crack on it, and when you try to talk on it, if you hold it up to your head, it tears your hair out. That's why they hold it down here, I think.
every time a new update for the tricorder comes out, all the previous versions of the tricorder get stealth updates that make them break in some way to force you to get the new one.
Which is weird because all you have to do is go to the replicator and say, "Tricorder, please."
Tricorder,
So
please.
I think we should. I think we should link up with the. I think we should link up with the. And see if we have any cure or like if we have anything that can help these people.
Well, we have to actually see what's bothering them first. We haven't been
That's true, that's
shown this. So far, they're just yelling at each other and being
Yeah.
pieces of
I-
shit.
I wish I'd read farther ahead now, but it does not sound like the Borg to me anymore.
I mean,
It
kinda-
sounds
kinda
sounds
does.
like a Borg drug. It sounds like if you got Borg nanites, but you programmed them to just kind of microdose you on Molly.
That's what Janeway was snorting.
Oh shit! Modified nanoprobes.
Why do you think she kept 7 around?
7. I need
I say
some
we,
of the good stuff. Captain, I don't believe
I
that's
say we
7.
try,
That's an order.
You're not going to
I
bring
say
it
we
back,
try
Starfleet boy. Just let him go. Just let him go.
Okay.
I'm just been
I
letting
was
you
gonna
guys
say,
go
when
for
the-
15 minutes. Just let it. You can't bring it back on. Just,
I thought you
only
were.
5.
I mean,
I thought you were
doing
gone. You
something.
said you said you'd be back.
I've been sitting here for 10 minutes.
Yeah, we thought you were working on something.
Oh, I was
Wait,
waiting on you to get
Oh,
out of your
shit.
system. I spoke up
What?
twice. I spoke
You're
up
supposed
twice.
to be. You're
No,
supposed
you
to
were
be the
muted.
leader.
Twice.
You
I
were
spoke
muted,
up
man.
twice. Okay. I'm sure.
Okay,
I'm sure I was. I'm
so
sure
okay,
I was
let's get
muted.
back to the
I'm
game
sure I
then.
was.
Let's get back to the game then.
Spoke up twice. They heard it. They heard it, but you guys didn't. Okay.
So right, so
called-
hang on, audience. Were you hearing Law call us, or were you just
Spoke up
hearing?
twice.
I didn't hear.
I vote for mutiny.
I didn't hear it.
It's just keep talking. Get it
I
out of
would
your
like to
system,
use-
guys. It's so, no.
We're not gonna get it out of our system. Just keep going with the game.
I would like to use my dedicated focus X. I don't know what the X part means. I would like to use my dedicated focus to, God damn it, come up with a solution to this problem.
So, before that, what actually is going to happen is that, as you stated, you wanted to take a look at the people. They actually invited you up to the halo-like object, the ring of metal. And so you guys are... see? At Aerial Ballet, Laura was saying, hey guys, a couple of times, but the crew was being more noisy. Thank you, Aerial Ballet. Thank you. So anyway.
Shevik, you if you were just a little bit quieter, Shevik, we would have been able to hear Laura.
Why would you do this, Shevik?
Yeah, Shevik, what is your problem? What's your problem, Shevik?
Sorry. You know what? I don't.
Well, maybe he
I don't
needs
trust
to
anyone,
speak up.
And
I
I
don't
think
trust anyone with a wrench next to their name because they're obviously shills.
they're
for
part of
war.
the. They're obviously Italian. So the.
Italian Klingons.
So, I'm not mad or anything, by the way. I was just saying. And it was fun. I wasn't mad. I was just letting you guys go with it because I get paid the same. It doesn't matter to me. So, okay. So, what happens, though, is that there is some arguments as you step in. The regent says somewhat annoyed, not necessarily at you, but with the Immunicorp agent. She says, first, if there's an exception to every rule, is there an exception to that rule? And then the Immunicorp says no. And at that point she says, well, let's show you to the labs. They're actually on our savior, the ring of metal. And so the Immunicorp agent actually takes you guys up there. It actually doesn't take that long. She takes you to it's kind of like a tram system. And then the tram system leads up and you go into the actual inside of it. From what you can tell, ironically, most of it is really barren. All they have is like the emitters, these just giant emitters that go all the way around, and it's generally hollow. There are actual offices as well as a few laboratories. And in the laboratories, you find a couple of, well, there are scientists and such running around. And actually, she leads you to a large laboratory filled with advanced scientific instruments and computers. An enormous window takes up an entire wall of the lab, granting a sweeping view of the planet below. Armed security guards stand watch at the lab entrances, and a handful of technicians work at several of the computer consoles. You actually see 3 Fosterians clad in hospital gowns that are sitting on cots behind a shimmering force field. One of them seems to be an older gentleman. Then you have a middle-aged woman, and then a boy that couldn't be... Oh, he couldn't be in his double digits. He looks pretty young. And all of them have various different pieces of technology on them. Wires and such that are connecting different areas. Most of them... The older gentleman, the one who seems really old, looks almost to be completely, I'm going to say Borgified, but it's not exactly like Borg technology, but it has a similar feeling to it. The woman's a little bit better, and the boy only has patches on him at the moment. Thalason looks to you and says, we've been attempting to identify what's happened, why the infections have started from various age ranges, and unfortunately haven't been able to completely identify. We think something in our genome has changed, but we don't know exactly what.
Well, we've got 3 generations here.
Yeah, and she nods and she says, "Yeah, as you can see, it's impacting us at every age. Age, gender, nationality doesn't seem to have any kind of impact. It's something within all of us that's occurring."
And were all three of these people infected at approximately the same time?
No, as you can see, they are at various different stages. With the boy being the youngest, only about a week has it started showing for him.
So you might be born with this affliction.
She nods her head. She says, "Yeah, that's the technology within us. When it does show up, we've encountered it in infants, all the way up till elderly. Interestingly, sometimes it won't show up at first, and then will become a part of the genome at a later date. So we've had children who didn't show having the technology, and then as adults they do. Before, this hadn't been an issue with the radiation, but at this point it appears to be something that's going further."
Can we get some blood samples?
Blood samples, some samples of reproductive fluids, and the DNA samples.
You want reproductive fluids from an 8-year-old?
No,
I mean,
no.
we can wait with that one.
We can take it from the adults.
I'm not. Yep. Yep. Let's move on from that one.
She nods her head. She says, "Okay."
Yeah,
so
adult only.
so you're wishing it from various. It doesn't matter. Not all of the subjects.
I have
Yeah.
a theory
Right.
that this could be spread through intercourse.
Well, I think it's
There's
probably
an
if it's
8-year-old boy.
No, like it's given.
if
Like,
he's
Oh,
pregnant,
okay.
it's
Okay.
it's.
Sorry,
well, if
I
it's-
honestly, I was confused for a second. I was like, wait a second.
I'm thinking of parallels with herpes.
Okay. So she
Right there.
she nods her head and she says, "If you'll give me a moment, I'll get that information for you," and walks off. And as she does, the boy actually stands up, and he seems fine. He just seems a little stoic, and he comes up and he like hits the force field and goes boom, like he's trying to get your attention. Boom.
Seen Dead Space. This could get really bad.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Is that what you said? Can I help?
Can I help you?
Yeah. He looks up at you and he says, "Do you know where my family is?"
Ben? Or where?
Where?
I'm sorry.
Do you know when my family? That would be an interesting. No, it says, "Do you know where my family is?"
I'm sorry. I do not.
No.
I should miss them right now, though, right? I haven't seen them for a few days.
Oh, it's getting
And
into his
you
brain.
and you don't miss them?
She says, he says, I feel at peace, but I think that I should miss them."
Oh,
Would you
it's-
mind if I scanned you with this tricorder?
He says it wouldn't bother me, though. As you say that, a guard comes up and says, "I'm sorry. What are you attempting to do?"
It's just a medical scan.
I apologize. You're not authorized for that.
Okay,
Can I use
well,
my empathic abilities to sense anything that might be coming from this individual?
Which one? The guard?
No, the boy.
Oh, okay. He seems just at peace. He seems oddly stoic, as I said.
You don't think that your leaders would allow me to do this scan? This is what we're here for.
I don't
it's
think
literally like we were.
I don't think my boss would allow you to do that. No, and that's
So-
who I'm more worried about.
Then I'd
Why-
like to speak to your boss, please.
Points over
Want
to
to
the.
speak to your manager.
If I have
is
to
my-
become a Karen,
my
I'll do it.
He points over to the CEO, and the CEO is getting the information. He's like, "I think you've been talking with her, but I'm going to have to ask you
KYR.
until she authorizes it. I'm going to have to ask you not to use your technology, please."
Hey,
Is she nearby?
He points. So he was pointing at her. It's the CEO. He was pointing at the CEO.
All right. Yeah, I want to speak to her.
Okay, I think she's coming back to you. Would you like me to call her over to stop what she was doing right now to come back, or do you want to?
I mean, if she'll be back here, then that's fine.
Then that's fine. We'll just wait.
And he nods his head and says, "Okay, well, thank you. If you have anything, if you have any needs, let me know." And then he just walks off.
I should have.
Can I just low key leave my leave my tricorder on while I put it down like I'm not using it and get some background scans?
So you want to try to scan without being detected?
Yeah.
Okay. I will need you to roll for me a. Give me a second. I will need you to roll a presence plus security. I will be right back while you're rolling that, and just roll it and let us know. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Presence and security. That's 9 and 1 totals 10. A 3 and a 1.
Shit!
Seriously.
God damn!
He's not going to believe that.
Take a picture of it.
I'm trying.
Okay.
It's too dark in
Do
here.
it.
Let's see.
Got
So-
that? Yeah,
Get it?
3. I see it.
We already discussed.
3
We already
and a
discussed.
1.
All right, now can you show me 24-hour footage that you wouldn't have had
Dang.
access to?
3 and a 1.
All right. So now can you show me 24-hour footage that you would not have had access to that shows that table the entire day? So
Actually, this whole table is lined up with different dice with low numbers on them everywhere.
I'm using my empathic abilities to tell you that he's on the level. So
He's not-
you can trust
we
me.
don't have ourselves a liar here, boys. All right. Okay, so as you do that, the CEO walks back over and she has actual papers, and she moves to hand them to you. She says, "Here's the information we've had, even before and after scans of the patients."
Oh, cool. Paper.
We appreciate your cooperation.
She nods her head. She says, "Of course, you can take that back to your computers and have a look at it. Was there anything else I can assist you with?"
Well, what about those blood tests?
She does. She motions. She says the information for all the blood samples are right there on the documentation.
Can we perform our own tests on samples?
She pauses a moment and she says, "You want the original samples from them? You think you have
Preferably, we'd like fresh samples from them.
concerns about the technology? All the information should be right here for you."
Well, I mean, yes, but if we are, helping each other,
I'd say,
we got-
listen, yeah, we just
We
want
believe
blood.
in like. Just don't question it when you got blood.
Look,
Want blood? Do we want blood?
We believe in verifying, and you never know since the last time your samples were taken to now,
it's like
and our technology might see something your technology doesn't. So
it's like look, Karen.
we're just trying to help.
Look, Karen.
We just want to help. We just
You're-
want to help.
Your issues failed. Karen, your ways aren't working, Karen. We need
Yeah.
the information.
I'm gonna
I
record
hate
you
that slur.
with this tricorder, and you can chase me all around Victoria's Secret if you want to, but I'm just gonna keep recording.
All right. Do you say that? I'm assuming
No,
not.
no,
Okay,
no,
I'm
no.
assuming that. So she looks annoyed, but nods her head and motions for a technician who begins taking the blood samples. As the samples are being taken, all of a sudden the klaxons, the alerts starts going. It's a low boop boop boop, and the lights turn somewhat blue, and one of the guards come over.
What?
One of the guards comes over and says, "I'm sorry, madam. It looks like there's some unauthorized technology being used at the moment."
I rolled a 1.
Yeah,
You rolled a 1 and a 3.
I did. I bet it's getting some great information. I bet it's doing really well. And it says, it appears some unauthorized technology is being used.
It looks like I accidentally left it on. I'm sorry. I'll just turn it off right now.
he looks over. He's like, how did you know you accidentally turned it on? If you
well, all the
accidentally
lights
did it
turned
and then-
blue, and then you started coming over here, and I looked down at it.
Okay.
And I was like, oh gosh, it's me. I'm sorry.
Can you give me a presence plus? Give me a presence plus command and
Can I back him?
get some. Yeah, I was about to say get some help from your charming.
Yeah, I want to back him up with my disarming nature as a cat person in a spacesuit.
My presence is 9 and my command is 2.
So you
I
start
don't know
rubbing.
how-
And I rolled a 14 and a 10.
Okay, so the 10's good.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll one for me.
Me?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, well, I'll move this one since that one fell on the floor. All right, I got the 4. Huh?
Okay. So the CEO, she looks at you and she looks very serious. She pauses a moment. Any unauthorized technology could have issues with our technology, and as you can understand, we're trying to fight a plague that is coming back. If for any reason the gamma stops, it could be catastrophic. So please ensure that your things are turned off next time, if you would,
Out
please.
of curiosity.
Thank you. Understood. I will tell Shavik to knock it off.
Shavik, you gotta be less clumsy. How are you generating such vast amounts of gamma radiation?
She glances over and she says, the energy is more pulled from sun and stellar debris, which then is able to generate down.
How do you counteract the effects of your planet's geomagnetic field?
Well, what'll happen is that we use chronoton-based technology to interact with tachyons, at which point we'll phase out any concerns through the geolithic substandards found within the plates themselves.
I knew there's a reason you talked me out of that tachyon scan.
Ooh, tachyons. So you use tachyons because your tectonic plates have magnetic properties instead of your planet's core. And
You
there
go
are
to the planet core.
some kind of
Core.
substandards involved with this.
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
The
Alright, so
technician
should
comes
we-
back with the blood vials and provides them to you. She's like, is there anything else that I can assist you with?
Gentlemen, I suggest that we head back to the ship and see
Run our
what
tests.
we can find here. Run some tests.
Good idea.
I concur.
So you guys return to the shuttle,
Hiroshima.
Hiroshima. Which so this is where the 1 comes in. So the data you got is actually excellent. It's fully mapped out, like the genome and everything. You got everything you could ever want on their physiology. So there's a couple of things you notice. The technology actually looks like a modified form of Borg technology.
Okay.
It has the same scans and the same properties of the planet that you originally were from, that you were getting from the properties itself. Within
Is
it,
the technology in the victims is Borg-like, or the technology in the sphere?
no,
the,
it's only the
ring.
victims. It's only them.
Okay.
You didn't get any scans of the rings. I'm assuming you did. That's the only way you got it, because it was focused on the
Yeah, that's what I was focused on, the people.
Yeah. And so it looks like it might have like if you didn't know any better, you would say that it came from that planet. It couldn't have, but you would say that it has all of the same signatures and such. Within it, you see so there's a couple of things. So first off, it's not designed to harm in any way necessarily. It is more like a suppressant. It's used to remove negativity and personality to a large degree. And there are various different lines, like lines of code, but the code actually translates into sentences and such. And so you find they're in Vulcan, Terran, Klingon, and it's just when you research the specific sentences, they are like verses from different religious texts.
I know it's
Oh,
that thing.
shit.
It's that damn thing.
Oh, I don't know who's to blame for that. We just
It's
we
Shavik.
can't know.
Shavik, why? Why, Shavik?
Why did you do this to us?
Why?
We'll never know.
Shavik, why?
There's no real way to tell that this
Shavik,
thing here and
why?
the alien from our first mission are the
no,
same
no.
thing. Like there's,
So
it's pure coincidence.
Starfleet.
Pure coincidence.
I wasn't there. What?
I was
wasn't
going
there.
to
What
explain.
did
So
Havoc
what?
do?
So what happened was in the first mission, I had to rewrite your guys' entire campaign because of it, which is fine. I was happy to do. I'm glad you guys impacted. But in the first mission, they interacted with a godlike being that had the ability to travel through time, and it wanted everyone to come under the same religion. And either Latrim or Shravik, you get to take your choice on which one. One of them said the only
Definitely
species that would be like that would be the Borg, which would bring everyone under the same thing. And then after that, it was
shit.
like, oh, the Borg have an impact, and so then time was changed, and so here we are.
Oh, Shavik
Shavik,
or
damn
Latrem.
Shavik.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Shavik, oh no.
Who do you think did it? Who do you think?
It was
Who seems more of the blabbermouth?
Shavik, who is always getting into trouble.
So
There's always
one of you guys give me, or all of you can work together on this, and if you have any values or focuses, that'll help. But you guys can give me a reason plus medicine to see if you can figure out something.
okay. I'm just thinking my. So is it values or?
Anything that you think can come into assistance with it. So, for instance, Latrim, if you didn't have anything else that you thought would go with it, you could be like, oh, I have a focus in computers. So I'll use the
That's
focus in
true.
my computers, as well as the drive for exploration to try to... You just have to justify it.
Yes, I will do those things.
Those sound excellent.
Those sound excellent.
All right, so we'll go with Latrim first. Give me a what do we say it was? Control plus science.
So 9 plus 4.
Mhm.
13. I got a 9 and a 7.
Roll one more time for me.
I got a 9 again.
Okay. So we'll go to Venom. Do you have anything in your focuses or stuff?
So I've got first aid in my focuses, and in my talents I've got bold medicine.
Okay, give me a control plus science.
Okay, so control, that's 9, and science is 1, so 10. And then 10, and then second roll, 1.
All right, give me a third.
Shit. 20.
Okay. I'll give you an option. There'll be a negative attachment to whatever happens, or the 20 wipes away the 1.
Take the hit and wipe the 1.
You reckon just wipe the 1, don't take the risk.
Don't.
Yeah,
take the risk.
don't take the risk. I have a focus in cybernetics. Let me give it a shot.
Okay. Well, we're going for everybody. So you have a focus in cybernetics. What are your
Right.
values? I have your values here.
Always has a backup plan.
That'll
No
work.
emotion in a... Huh?
That'll work. Always has a backup plan. So
Alright.
roll control plus science.
Control is 11, and science is 4.
Yep.
And 16 and 10.
Okay. Roll one more time for me.
Not teen. Jesus.
Well, it beats a
Jeez.
20. All right. so
Dang it, Shavik.
the ever
Damn, Shavik.
the ever lovely Starfleet boy. You can actually, if you Google D20 roller, you can do that, or I can roll for you.
Oh yeah, I was asking about that. Will you roll this time, and then I'll get a
Yeah.
d20 roller
Sure.
for the next roll. I have some values that might be interesting. I have I don't believe in a no-win scenario, compassion, no stranger to violence.
Okay.
Don't
believe in a
maybe I
no-win
could
scenario.
use my.
We'll take.
Yeah. You'll take that one.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And then what was the focuses?
Oh, focuses. Let's see. Psychology, technology, tactical, scientific. Let's use tactical, scientific, or technology.
I'd go with
I
technology.
have meditation, counseling, and team dynamics as well. Technology, then.
Okay. So you rolled a 1 and a 12. Okay. So you guys are putting your mind together. You're trying to see what is going on and how things are going together. Hold on. By the way, guys, I see your super chats that you're doing. They actually all are coming in, so don't worry about that. They're all coming in. It's just a matter of a time and how they're set up. So they are going to be impacted. The computer's working. It looks like you're going the right direction. It's going to need some time to put it together. Interestingly, the cure seems rudimentary in a way. It's a little bit surprising that they haven't figured it out just yet. It would seem like something that Immunicorp, given everything they've done, it seems like they'd have the technology to figure this out.
I knew they were hiding something.
So as you guys are working, you actually receive a communication from the Regent coming in. She's attempting to communicate with you. So do you guys answer or not? I guess.
Sure.
Yes.
Let our
Yeah,
resident
we
Catman handle this.
Yes, I have my
Yes,
scary
yes.
spacesuit off, and I look not as scary with a spacesuit.
So as you answer, she says, another object, another ship has come into orbit, and it's causing some issues with our technology.
What does it look like?
She shows it to you, and it looks like a long cylindrical, how do you say it? A long black cylindrical object with a hole
Why?
leading down that has a white ball there. And you hear, whoa!
What the?
Why?
Whoa.
What the?
Why? Okay, who can do a good whale
we're
impression?
fucked.
Who contributed that?
That would be... that was a ways back, but that was done by, I think, Arctic Fox, I want to
I'm
say.
scrolling through here.
Is there a ship nearby
Hold on,
with
it may be-
cetacean ops by any chance? Is there any ship in the vicinity that has cetacean ops on board?
There is
No,
not.
those are freaks, and they crap in their own tank, and they're bad. They're bad.
They get
Damn
high
it,
off
we need it.
pufferfish.
She says,
Gentlemen, we have a whale of a problem.
can you please go to our, we need you to go to our water reclamation site and fix it at this moment if you can. So
Bring your water.
she says the ship is having some crazy impacts.
Okay, the last thing we need is for the whale
So-
probe to get infected with whatever this is.
So that was Cinnabon Bunny, who gave $24.99. The well probe returns.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Nice job, Cinnabon Bunny.
Okay. I guess we really need to focus on the cure, but I guess we could split up.
The computer you're waiting on the computer.
Okay,
That's
then
all
I
you got.
guess we'll all go to wave at the whale probe.
She needs you to go to the water reclamation site is what she's asking for. So you're ignoring that and going to the well probe?
No, we'll go to
No,
the
no.
water reclamation site, but we know about this because in the other timeline this happened.
Right.
So I'm going to really quick download some whale songs onto a tricorder and bring a bass.
Okay. Then you're going to hit it, and all of a sudden it's like just hit that stuff, and then you have Venom's character put on some like shades, and hits the button, and all of a sudden, boop, 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 and you have the
Oh
whale
God, don't let Shavik do it. Lord have mercy.
Oh God, don't let Shavik do it. Oh my God, no.
So it's actually within walking distance of where you are, or you can take the shuttle. What do you guys decide to do?
I think it would be better if the shuttle was not in path of danger, given that its computer's doing complicated computer things.
Today is a good day to walk.
So you don't want to take the irradiated Hiroshima over there to the water supply? And
They're already a water supply, though. That's the thing. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
No, we have ours. I have my spacesuit.
Yes.
Good.
Okay.
So how
Walking.
we just wait for the? Do we want to split up? Some of us go
No. The computer's doing its thing.
Okay, so let's all go to the water.
Let's all go to the lobby.
All right. So you guys make your way into it. You see it's a large installation. There's actually no guards there. Interestingly, they're all busy working. Inside the water itself, you actually almost instantly see the problem. It looks like the water is going in the reverse direction that it should be, even with the pumps going full scale.
Did anybody bring a deck of Uno cards?
The computer systems seem to be going wonky as well, and the engineers are trying to work on it. One of them come up to you and says, we think we figured out the problem. We think we can actually get it under control, but we do need someone with experience to go down and pull and hit the levers in the precise way that we've in the precise order.
Well, cats hate water. Shavik, you do it.
What kind of experience are we looking for here, Laura?
Engineering experience?
That would be me, I suppose.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to do what he's asking me to do here.
Okay. So it's just you going down there?
He
I
just
can
asked-
help. I have a 2.
Okay, we'll
I
go
have a 2 in
together.
engineering. Could that help?
I have
All right,
a
cool.
1 in engineering. I
have a 4 in engineering.
Oh, nice.
So I'll take 2 with me, and let's see what we can break.
Okay.
Yes.
Give me 1 second.
This is the part where we can get carried away, and then he'll be like, "Hey guys," and we won't hear him.
I'm pretty sure, like, I
Right.
know where the story is going. I'm pretty sure, like, it's going to be that they found a way to cure this, ages ago, but they didn't because of the evil company.
Oh yeah, they're holding
Yeah.
off on it.
Yeah,
because
that's
of money.
definitely. Yeah, that's where this is going.
I want
It's,
to patch my tricorder into the comms and hail the whale probe and play the whale song at it.
All of a sudden, you just hear the klaxons going off. Blah, blah. But no, they don't do that. They don't care. Okay, so I need from you then, I would need a, from Cute Fuzzy Weasel,
From La Trem.
from the trim, I would actually need a control plus engineering.
Okay, that's a 9 plus 1, so 10. All right. Okay, well, I got a 5 and a 20.
Really? That's not.
Yeah.
That's not.
That's not
That's not good, Latrim. That's not
Okay. Do I break the tricorder?
good. No. You send it.
I-
You send it up, and that's all you know right now. Give me a second.
I accidentally played cat things at it.
You played cats.
That's what I was about to say. You actually played cats.
Yeah.
Not cat things. You played cats.
Probe's like, kill it, drown them all.
But it's
Hell must bleed. Okay. So you're working on it. They're giving you the information. So Latrim, you're the only one that didn't go down.
yeah, no, I'm currently just, ignorantly playing whale songs at the probes.
All right.
This will get it to shut up. There we go.
That song on Star Trek 4, that's like the jazz.
It actually starts responding to you, but it seems like it's in a different language. But it's trying to have a conversation. Give me a presence, Latrem. Give me a presence plus security.
Okay, 9 plus 3. Okay. All right, you see my hands. All right, I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Okay. As you're trying to talk to it, you actually look down, and you see 3 figures on the security console that are actually going towards them as they're working on the levers. So you see figures.
Those 3?
Yeah, you see 3 figures moving on your crewmates.
Oh, okay. I quick slap my chest. like, hey, you got some guys coming up behind you.
Acknowledged. I've got me. We didn't bring our phaser rifles, did we? We left
Grab
them on
a
the ship.
wrench! Grab a wrench! Grab something!
I've still got. I'm an Andorian. I've still got my
Got guile. That's what you got.
and my cutting thing, my ice mining tool. I'm gonna pick his face.
You take ice mining tools everywhere you go.
I'm
He's
an
Andorian.
Andorian.
And even
Yes.
on temperate planets, you take ice mining tools.
You never
Yes.
know when
No
you might
question
call upon to make an ice sculpture.
Hey, every planet's got a pole.
Exactly.
Every rose has its thorn.
So as
Dude.
Every
As you,
planet has a north also.
yeah, but what about planets that have no like pyroformed planets, or Anyway, as you turn around, you see 3 figures. They're completely covered in technology and stuff going through their face, and
Oh, face people.
and they say, "Hello, how are you?"
We're fine, thank you.
That is good to hear. And then one reaches up as if to touch Serac. Let's see. Yeah, Seren, not Serac. Seren.
Oh no, I'm
Kyren.
Seren. Oh no.
Karen. Karen.
Wait, that's me.
I'm gonna try to take a step back so that he misses me. Just step back.
Okay. So he reaches up to touch you. He's going to be successful unless you do something.
Someone help him. I say
I'll
from the
help.
control room while also looking behind
No
me.
stranger to violence.
So I don't have any weapons. Are we confirming that I do not have weapons?
Confirming you do not have weapons. Yes.
Can I use my Delton pheromones to incapacitate them?
I mean, they'll attempt to mate with you. I
Yeah,
guess.
but their vow of celibacy is on file though, so
It's
they'll
on
respect
record.
that.
They'll be fine.
They'll respect that it's true.
No, I mean, you guys can attempt to stop them, or you can let it happen, or
Let it happen.
I think
I
we'll
can't
attempt
do
to stop.
anything.
Like,
I'm not there, man.
Attempt to
okay,
stop.
well,
yeah.
you're not living. You're not
And I'm the
leaving us.
nearest one, right?
huh?
I'm no stranger to violence, and
So,
I can also I could do.
Wait, am I in a spacesuit?
All of you guys are still in your EV suits, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
I want to try to
okay.
give him a Vulcan nerve pinch then.
Yeah, well, let them. They can touch us. We've got spacesuits on. Right.
That's right.
Okay. So you're going to try and Vulcan nerve pinch, and the others are just going to let it happen. Give me a daring plus security real quick.
Daring is 7, security is 1.
Okay. Did you roll 12?
11 and 20.
That's fantastic.
I'm gonna be a Berg.
So, as you reach up, they actually reach.
A
They
bird.
actually reach to take your hand, and yeah, to that point, 2 modules actually come out and inject directly into the EV suit.
I knew it.
completely
I
by-
knew it. See, they're not the Borg because they're
I'm
always
gonna-
happy. I've named them the Bird.
See, that's what you said.
The bird.
As soon as that happens, you're like, I knew it. I knew this was gonna. Shrivik.
I'm gonna interfere, and I'm gonna try to pull those things out of the EV suit.
I'm gonna get me ice mining tool and chop them off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me a daring plus security, Ash, real quick.
Okay, so my daring is 9, and my security is 1, so it's a 10. And I've got this virtual. You need 2 d20s, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. We're rolling.
That would be
7
a
and a
great
5.
Okay.
actually to confirm rolls.
I trust you guys. If I didn't, I wouldn't let you do it.
That is still pretty neat,
yeah,
though. I like that.
So that's what I'm using actually.
It's-
on mine.
Nice.
So you go to grab it. You're holding it. Do you want to give me a? I'm gonna let you have the pick, but if you roll a 20, you're not slicing. It's not the tubules you'll be slicing off. Give me a daring plus security, Venom.
Okay, so daring is 10, and security is 4.
All right.
Anything but the ears. Anything
Nice.
but the ears, Shavik.
What the is? 12 and 4.
So you guys are working to get it off. While it does puncture into the suit, you are able to cut it off. While both of you are focused on that, the other 2 focus on you. So give me a second. We will go with Venom first.
Okay, so I move to, well, I guess use my cutting tool on the next guy to stop his tubules
So you're
coming at
basically
me.
like the dude from the Matrix, where you can get that off and then kill all of them like all at once, doing.
Yeah, like a chain move.
One of,
I'm Andorian.
You're using the
He's like
momentum.
Neo from the Matrix.
one of his values is does bullet time from the Matrix.
You use the momentum to continue going forward. All right. One of them actually grapples onto you, Venom, but the module hasn't gotten in. And then for Ash, a 1 and a 14. So one successfully grapples you too, and the module actually gets in. You know how the spacesuits have the face, whatever, the thing you can see through, the translucent metal or whatever.
Visor.
The visor.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
actually bring it through the visor, and it comes in. It doesn't prick you yet, but it goes through the visor.
Oh shit!
Visor itself.
Oh my god, I'm freaking out. Delton pheromones.
Delta pheromones.
Delta pheromones.
Oh wait! they're like little
Sweating like
starfighters
crazy.
at a molecular level. They're like little starfighters. That
Make them horny so they stop.
let's see you docile this.
I need to find something. I need to get like a pole or something while I'm in this room. Find something long that I can like hold like a bat
like
or a prod or something.
Well, I'll go to.
Is there like
I'll chop his. I'll chop the things off him first.
Chop the rod off of him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
so you're going at their face, and you.
Yeah, he's got a
roll to use
visor.
You're going to their face, and you want to use a bladed weapon.
Yeah, but Finter's got a visor on. They're fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't get an attack just yet. We'll bring it back. You do. So everybody's giving your actions actually. So while this is happening, everybody actually hears a bro the well thing. It seems like hyper focused. The actual building shakes, and it's going specifically to your tricorder weasel.
Uh-huh.
And then the next thing you know, you actually feel an almost lifting, like a force lifting you up. It doesn't lift you up, but it almost seems to be lifting you up. And
It's abducting me.
not you. It's like everybody. It's doing it to the building.
It's abducting personally me.
The water. You guys are watching, and the water in the pipes and stuff break, and the one figure that you chopped his tubules or whatever, he falls back to one, and behind him the actual one of the larger pipes breaks and he like falls into it. He's just like consumed, and the water itself is pulled out with him in it, pulled out and sucked through the ceiling, which was obviously never designed to do that. And so all you see is water blasting holes, and that figure blasting holes as it raises into the sky.
Is it going all the way into the sky, into space?
Yeah.
Okay, the whale probe's about to be assimilated by these things.
So anyway, it's raising into it. While all this is happening, 2 guards come by and they actually phaser the 2 people and they fall off of you. So neither of you guys get injected.
Thank you.
We had that under control.
What
We
a
have-
relief, yes. Yeah.
We have to stop the runabout from. We have to stop the whale probe from getting infected with these things. I suggest we tell the runabout to just knock that guy off the water column.
Are you sure it's a well probe?
Guys,
What
but-
kind of information did it send back to you?
It sent whale sound at me. I'm assuming it's a whale probe.
Are you
It's
sure?
not a tuna probe.
Are you sure that it's well? Have you analyzed it to see if it's well?
It's the whale probe, I
It's
think.
whale
But
probe.
we should look at it, yeah. It's whale.
I'm just saying I might be watching the super chat, and I might be trying to tell you guys something.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. Fine. If you insist, we will scan it so that Shavik stops freaking out about it being a whale probe. Right.
So you're going to send the Hiroshima up to it while it's still working on the thing?
I think the Hiroshima can do more than one task at a time.
Sure. So it'll send the information it solely has up there to while it's working on that information by itself without anybody else. All
Are
of
there
that information.
planetary shields?
There's the Halo thing.
At
Is there
this
any way
point,
The
to stop
Halo
the-
thing into the whale probe.
I was about to say, because like, where is this whale? Where, like, how far away
It's
from the planet?
it's right
is-
above. It's directly over.
Oh, okay, so it's just this big cylinder of metal directly in the sky now.
Right.
so you said that the cure is rudimentary. So, is there any way that we can send a signal to the ship to have it just broadcast the cure out? Because if they're trying to keep that a secret, getting it out there now might make them a little less eager to attack.
When it's done, yeah, it's not sequenced yet though.
Shavik, this is somehow you. Somehow this is you.
Yeah, that's what it just
That
looks
had
up.
nothing
Yeah.
to do with this whale
Vacation,
probe.
vacation
Mike
comes out. It's
Henderson.
like it's you. It's somehow.
Shavik,
That,
somehow you did this.
The chat says it's also Shavik.
The set also says it's Shavik.
Not say that.
Can we connect the runabout to the ring the ring computers and effectively increase our chances of getting a solution in time?
You can connect it to the corporation's computers and see if
Oh.
they'll work together.
I don't like how he said that.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Hey, can someone use their tricorder to scan the whale probe? Mine's a little busy being whalified.
It's too far.
I'll do it.
No, the tricorder won't reach.
Oh. Someone throw the tricorder into the air.
You beam it right next to it, and then beam it back down.
Hey,
Actually, I mean, is there a
That's actually
transporter
a good
nearby?
idea.
Because
That's
that would
actually
work.
a really good idea.
that could actually work.
I don't know if I don't think it would
like
survive in space. I don't think you could get. You
What a
can take
trick.
the you can take the ship up there. I'm just trying to phrase it in a way where if something goes wrong.
The ship is gonna have sensors. Can this take the ship within scanning range of the probe to do its thing?
Sure. Give me a command plus engineering.
Okay.
Whoever's going to tell it to do that.
I have a 2 in command and a 1 in engineering, so someone else needs to.
I have a 4.
I have a
4 in command and a 2 in engineering.
I have a 4 in engineering, and what is it? What's the other one?
Command.
Command. I have a 2 in command.
Command.
So far, I've got a 4 in command and a 2 in engineering.
Hold on, let me double check. Hold on.
I got a command and a 2.
I got your command right here. I'm sorry, a control and command. My bad.
Oh well, in that case, I have a 9
control.
in control and a 4 in command. So I could do it unless someone has higher.
No, you're higher than me.
Control and command, I've got 11 and 2.
That's still
Ooh.
higher than. I mean, I'm still. I have a 13.
Yeah, you should do it.
Okay, I will do it.
All right.
Okay, I got a 5 and a 10.
All right. So you give the commands to the. You give the commands to it. It goes up. Gets the scans. The scans come back and show that it is in fact the well probe. It's actually sending out woolly mammoth signals though.
Sounds.
Yeah.
Woolly
sounds.
mammoth
Okay,
sounds.
well,
Because they would sound alike, right?
bad news. I don't have recordings of woolly mammoths. I have
Why not?
recordings
Why would you not have that? Why do
I
you
have-
think to bring one?
Well, you know, Shavik, if you had reminded me that we might want to bring other animal noises, I might have. But no, you were like, just bring whales. Don't worry about other animals. And I was like, we should bring other animal recordings. And you were like, no, other animals are bad and stupid. You are a stupid cat, and no one likes you, and you smell, and you're bad. And I was like, Shavik, why are you so mean to me all the time?
I was already downloading the beavers and the.
I was downloading larks and the weasel sounds and all of that. And you were like, no, delete all of that information. Whales.
So this is a mammoth probe, not a whale probe.
No,
and is it woolly?
It's speaking in woolly mammoth, but it is still the well probe.
Oh, what language did
Okay,
woolly
gotcha.
mammoths have?
Can we have?
They actually sounded like whales. Little known fact.
Little fact.
Why are they over? Wait a minute. Why are they here looking for mammoths? What the fuck? What the
Because somebody had $5 or $10 to spend.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
$24.99.
$24.99. That's why.
I want to download elephant sounds from the ship's database to my
Not elephants.
recorder.
Mammoth.
No,
sound.
we don't have mammoths on Earth. They're all dead.
But we need to do a time travel, obviously.
Oh my
Travel
god.
on
Okay, we have to get
It's
in the
true,
ship
we have
and
to get-
slingshot around the sun.
Yes. We
Get the
do. We have to
mammoth.
do it.
It's the only way.
A mammoth named Steve. Get a mammoth.
Steve the Mammoth.
We need to get Woolzel, whose name is Peanut. He is closer.
All right. So, at this point, you got that information. What are you seriously trying to send like something else to it, or?
We're gonna send elephant noises at it.
Okay.
Elephant noises. That's gotta be closest to mammoth.
Send it the sound of an elephant wearing a wig.
What is the shuttle doing?
Is within scanning range of the probe.
Yeah,
That's how we know it's a mammoth probe.
Okay, but no. What do you want the shuttle to do? Anything else, or just to sit there and look pretty?
Oh, we want to stop that guy from getting sucked up into the probe, right?
Yeah, we also wanted to stop
Yeah,
the Borg
that's it,
from
yeah.
infecting the probe.
So tractor beam him out of there
Chill,
and
Borg.
let him
All right, so give me.
die in the vacuum.
I'm gonna roll this one. A command plus engineering, I guess. Who has the highest?
Who is doing that? I have a 1 in engineering.
Now, just to let you know, this is to tell the shuttle to do it. The shuttle's going to do its own roll.
Right. Okay. I have a 4 in command and a 2 in engineering.
All right,
So
I have
higher.
6.
I have a 4 in engineering and a 2 in command.
Okay, well that's the
I'm
same.
sorry.
Either one of you.
And that's not command. It's not command. I want you to do. 1 second.
It's gonna
Oh.
be control again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's control and engineering.
Okay, well,
Control,
I
yeah,
have a
right.
9 in control and 1 in engineering.
I think this is me. I've got a 11 in control and a 4 in engineering.
Okay.
That is you.
There, yeah, it's
definitely.
you.
All right, 1 second. I'm going to be the one rolling this. Give me a second, though, please.
Oh god. These damn whale mammoth probes.
Why does Starfleet keep sending us to places?
Haven't we proven that we're too
doom.
much of a security risk?
Just a walking disaster.
Why would they do this? That's what he says.
Maybe-
That's what he says while he's typing in the. Why would they keep doing this? We obviously are not good at our jobs.
What do they keep telling us?
Maybe it's all a ploy. Maybe it's all a Section 31 ploy. Maybe we're all Section 31 sleeper agents and we don't know, and we're sowing chaos
Yeah.
and discord through the galaxy.
Maybe it's a weird sexual thing involving Q.
So anyway, the command is received. You think, and so the computer reports that it attempted to use the
Cinnabon Bunny, no! No!
The
Yeah.
tractor beam, you mean?
tractor beam. Yeah, I gotta see if something else changed. And and then
Cinnabon Bunny, why?
it failed. It failed to get anything. It didn't detect anything.
Oh.
And
Cinnamon Bunny, we were going to
All you-
invite you to a party after the show, but now you can't come.
Yeah, no.
I was going to eat a Cinnabon
yeah.
because your name made me hungry. Now I will swear to never eat Cinnabons again.
But you will eat bunnies.
I might eat a rabbit. You don't know.
And
I
you're-
can't.
and you hear a boom, and
Yeah.
then your communication comes on. It says, "Whatever you're doing works. It looks like it's moving off. It's leaving."
It's going to slam into
What?
something.
Well,
we-
you know, it's
do
a
we-
whole load of not our problem.
Do we
It's
owe,
just a whole load of not our problem.
do we owe
Crashes
Cinnamon Bunny
into
an
someone.
apology?
It left. So yeah, it looks like it's moving off.
Okay, we need to, but we didn't get the
Yeah, that's what it sounds
what
like.
the. Oh, that's scary. Shut that
That
up.
creeped
No,
me
that's
out.
dead.
That really creeped me out.
It makes me nervous when things go correctly. I don't.
Yeah,
it
I
doesn't feel
like-
right.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
wait,
like
me
it's-
too.
it's like it's moving off, and then you're like, wait, I don't trust this. I don't trust this at all.
Slams right into the ring around the planet, and we're responsible for the destruction of another society.
It's like, oh god, the nanoprobes are coming over the entire system. It's
Oh,
throwing the nanoprobes all over the entire planet. Starting with the orphanage.
Not again! Not the orphanage!
That was
At that point, Latrem just goes like, "All right, well, you know what? They weren't Federation. Anyway, let's get out of here." Okay.
Not Federation citizens, not my problem. No.
The well probe, it's crashed into the old folks' home. Oh God, the humanity.
Yeah, that was a big joke in the first one, because they destroyed the first shuttle, and it was a joke that it slammed into the orphanage.
And the nuclear stockpile.
which was located right next to the nuclear stockpile. But anyway, so yeah, the well probe seems to be moving off, and the ship lands. You actually get a report that
Have at them, Cinnabon. Wait, what else did it do?
the computer.
True story. True story. When we were doing the first episode and we were doing all that stuff, somebody popped into chat and said, "This is what grown men do with their time."
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, I would have interacted well with that, man.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have loved it.
Oh man, you need to point those out. I make all kinds of friends with that.
Yes. Between working for, PBS. This is what I do. Yes.
Yeah. And sometimes grown people come in and make fun of others who are making more money than them and get upset about it. And all I do is sit behind a computer screen. It's really frustrating. I'd be frustrated too if I was you and had your sucky life. Anyway, continuing on. See, I make all kinds of friends. The computer.
This is why I love this guy.
So unfortunately, there was damage to the shuttle when it tried, because it did pull like some of the water or whatever, which was crystallized and hit it. And the communication system.
The shuttle sucked. It got hit by ice. It got hit by ice. My car got hit by ice. It's fine.
The communication system is down on
Jesus.
it, but it did return.
Who built these shuttles?
He knew I was going to use
Harry
that
Kim.
communication system.
Harry Kim, damn it.
Right, so is the shuttle done with the it's the shuttle computer done with the whole scanning? Are we going to get the revelation?
You'll have to go to it and see.
All right.
Is it-
Well,
Okay, well, what were we doing with the levers in the water
Oh yeah.
place?
Well, I mean, I guess the probe's gone, so there's no need for us to do that. In fact,
Well, I was
everything
about
you
to
did-
say.
Well, all the water was sucked out from it too, so really the whole purpose of the entire thing is gone now too.
Wait,
Done.
the whale probe.
Problem
took the planet's
solved.
Water.
It sucked out all the water in the reclamation plant. Yeah.
But not from the whole planet, though,
No.
right?
No.
Okay, so I think we've done all the damage we can do here.
Yeah, we fixed it. We fixed it. The water was going the wrong way. Now it's not.
Now it's not gone.
They had an issue with the well probe. The well probe's gone. I mean, we're heroes more than anything else.
I'd say it's really good.
We're nailing this one. We're
Hold
nailing
the
this
Team
one.
America with this one.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
So we go to the shuttle, yeah.
Go to the shuttle and see what the shuttle has to say about things.
Okay.
Unless it's still in orbit.
Yes.
Let's be very
No,
clear about what we're
it
saying
return-
here.
It returns. As you make your way back, the computer actually reports that it has the vaccine or the cure.
Awesome.
And so the but as you're looking at it, you actually see two ships coming down, landing on opposite sides of your vessel, and you see the blonde with a couple of guards coming from one ship, and then from the other ship you see some guards as well, about 6 people total, and one of them is the blonde who's walking towards your shuttle.
Do I have my communicator with me still?
You guys have your badge communicators, yeah.
Yeah. Starfleet 4 to beam up.
No.
We're not up here. We're still at the Costa Concordia.
Yeah.
I'm
Should we
going
take
to.
off?
Just it's
Wait,
like I thought
let's
it,
just take
I
off.
thought it
Oh,
would
no!
work.
No.
Damn it! No.
We have to. We have
can't
to.
hear the shuttle. No.
We have to. We have
Yes.
to tell the. We have to tell the shuttle to lock its doors real quick, just in case they try to board it.
Well, she comes up and she's standing outside and she waves her hand and
Okay.
is standing outside.
Okay. Are we?
Okay,
in
that's
the shuttle?
that's nice.
You are in the shuttle, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to walk over to the door and press the intercom button.
Okay.
Like, hello. How are you doing today? We are in the middle of decontamination. What do you require?
She says, I've been sent by the government to confirm that you, how it was going, how everything was progressing.
Oh, well, you know, it's
Great.
going to take a
And-
little bit more time to come up with something. So, you know, it's taking a little bit more time. Don't worry. We'll be at the Capitol shortly.
Can I work on the communications while he's stuttering into the intercom?
I'm not stuttering. Cats
it's-
don't stutter. You
it's
are
com-
racist.
It's completely destroyed.
So it cannot be fixed.
Ice hit it and it broke.
It sheared it right off. I mean, the technology literally isn't there anymore.
I had a
Can we
jalopy that
bypass
could
it through the
handle ice
deflector
storm.
array?
Yeah. Can
Jesus.
I send the information into subspace using the deflector array so that it
Can we send the
I don't know.
information
Somebody
via
finish this.
radio?
Yes.
Can we fax it? Can we
And
fax it to them?
Can we also patch? Oh, and can we patch our communicator badges in to amplify their
Hey.
ability, their?
I know what to do, I know
their
what to do.
ability
Let's,
broadcast.
Let's use the replicator to make as many vials of the vaccine as we can, and then we'll fly around the planet, just dropping them down on parachutes, so that one of them's got to make it through, right?
It's like Christmas, only with goo.
Right?
So what are you guys doing? Are you attempting to use?
We should let them
I'm-
know that we have. We should
I'm-
let them know we have a cure, right? Like that. We
No,
let them
not
Oh,
these people.
no.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
We
These
need
are
to
the
speak
evil-
to the
You
actual
guys-
government.
You three can figure out something. I am stalling the lady at the door.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay, can we take off? Can we
What do
just
you guys
like
think?
peace out and fly to the regent, wherever the regent is, and you
Sure.
know?
Now, that's a good idea. We should peace out to the regent's place.
So I'm going to tell her, like, but hey, you know, we're heading over to the capital now. We can meet you there.
She looks a little concerned and she says, "I." So you do have a cure, or
Well,
We'll talk about it when we get there.
It's working on it, you know.
she shakes her head. She says, "I don't think going to the government would be the best idea."
I disagree.
What?
What makes you say
I mean,
that?
are you talking, or are you guys taking off?
I am talking.
Okay.
Why
Are
do
you guys
you say
taking?
that?
Are you guys staying? Are you guys holding, or
We're gonna take off.
you're going to take off? Okay. Well.
Wait, but she might have something. It could actually be
Well, you
legit.
actually
You don't know.
you don't. You hear her. She starts talking, and then all of a sudden, the ship just takes off.
Ah.
We'll see it when we
I
get
guess
there
they're
anyway.
Moving. I hold down the intercom and I hope it's loud enough.
Guys,
They're
raise
moving.
shields
I
in
guess
case
the
they
ship's
follow us.
moving. Bye,
Yeah.
we'll
Hold
see
on,
what they
hold on. My headset went out. What did you say?
I said raise shields in case they follow us, especially in the aft section.
No. So what? But what did you say? No. Okay. You wrote.
I said, uh-oh, looks like they're leaving. I didn't know they were gonna do that. Okay, bye. We'll see you in the capital.
All right.
Raise shields. Ash is right. Raise
Okay.
shields and put power to the aft section.
All right. So as you guys you begin making your way towards the shuttle, the government, you're actually intercepted by two other vessels, and they come up on either side and don't fire or anything. It seems like they're escorting you. You make your way to the government
Okay.
facility. You're shown into the same hallway where the regent is, and she turns around and she says, "We can't thank you so much. You saved quite a few lives, even with the reclamation center down. With the well probe gone, you've saved so many lives."
I'd like to point out that I am still in my spacesuit.
Okay.
I mean,
Ash is still
my
in the
spacesuit
crack.
has holes.
We all
Yes, does ashes. And so you guys are still in the cracked one.
Yeah, I still like you freaking cracked.
So, okay. She says, so I wanted to thank you for that. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Okay. Is there any other reason that you've arrived?
We have a cure.
Yes.
You found a
Da,
cure.
da, da, da. And I hold the vial. I literally go da da da, and I have the vial. Like, see?
She looks at it and she says, "That's excellent. Do you have the schematics and everything with it as well?"
Oh yeah, of course we do.
Okay. So she
It is on this thumb drive.
so she walks around and she takes she reaches out. She's like, "May I?"
Sure.
Okay.
You
So
have copies of this, right?
I have a bad feeling about this.
so you gave her the things?
Yes.
Okay. And she takes it and she says, "Excellent. I've been doing some research on Starfleet as well. If I understand, your prime directive is quite interesting. You aren't allowed to interfere if a government doesn't want you to in the natural evolution of a species."
Technically.
Although we have been
They're
known-
more like guidelines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the
not
prime-
really like Yeah.
We play. Federation tends to play kind of fast and
It
loose,
seems-
front directive.
It
To be
seems
completely
quite. It
honest.
seems quite clear. She reaches up to move some hair out of her, over her ear, and you see a tubule come out and attach. And she says, "I want to thank you so much. We're
Quick,
glad that
break
this-
the vial and stab her with it.
Traffic! Why did you get that? Why did you get that?
Break the vial, Shavik, and stab her with it.
Yes, break the vial. I agree. Break
Stab
the,
her with it. Stab
Okay.
her with the vial so she gets secure.
yes.
She looks up to you and she says, "Thank you. Please don't ever come and assist the planet again."
Oh, I was serious.
Okay.
I was serious.
Let's do it. I'll do it.
Let's do it. I agree.
Inoculator.
Yeah.
You're surrounded.
Stab her with the.
You're surrounded by security. Just so you're aware, you can do what you
I-
want.
I
You're
have a
surrounded.
phaser.
I think we should use
You
the
have a
Bizarre.
phaser
I think
now.
we should. I think we should patch the Bizarre collectors of the runabout into the replicator, and then use them in reverse to like spray the whole entire area with with inoculation.
That's a good idea, and you
Yeah,
can do
like
that
that.
without telling them. That's a
Yes.
great idea.
Yeah, can we do that?
Yes.
Well, what are you doing right now?
Oh, we are going like, okay, we will not interfere with you.
Yeah, we'll see ya.
We're
We'll-
gonna get
we'll-
in our ship and we're gonna leave because
We're
gonna
do
it. First, we're gonna do a victory lap around your planet.
Yes,
As is
to
celebrate-
getting rid of
celebrate-
that nasty whale
says,
probe.
she says, any attempts to do anything but leave will result in your ship being attacked.
I mean, it's standard Starfleet
It's
procedure
standard Starfleet procedure
upon
to-
leaving a planet.
It's standard Ferostian procedure to protect our planet as well. And if I understand correctly, well, no, she doesn't know what you're doing. So, yeah, so she says it's standard to protect our planet.
Okay. Well, our ship took a little damage, so it might be a little slow.
Yes.
As long as it's exiting in one vector, I think we'll be fine.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna have to do maximum dispersal on this thing.
Yeah. Well, and like really low throttle, like
Are we-
really limp out.
it's
there.
a shame this is gonna
Wait,
be
but
the
are we
final
in there?
episode.
Are we right now? Are we right now in there? We're in their hangar bay or whatever. Right?
No, you're in the
what-
hallway.
oh. Where are we?
In the hallway, the great dome that she talked you to beforehand. It's
Oh,
like
but
the
where's the
center.
running-
Hey,
The
so
runabout's in the their landing pad.
what about the people that we were really rude to a second ago? Have they caught up with us? Are they outside near the shuttle?
They're not. No, you don't know where they are.
Damn, we should have given them the cure.
Traffic.
But then it was
Shavik,
evil.
you!
They were the evil
Shavik,
company.
Shavik, you made us leave! Why, Shavik?
It was the evil corporation.
She was going to tell us you made us leave, Shavik, you evil person. Why, Shavik? Why?
I'll tell you what's going to happen, because I know how the story, I know how these go. We're gonna walk back out there, and she's gonna be waiting for us. Don't worry about it, and then we'll
You
have
don't
a
know
chance.
that, yeah, her dead body on a stick is going to be waiting for us.
You see it just. You see the body just hanging from the.
She'll be turned into an abomination of flesh and machine. Some
With
kind of
her last dying breath, she scratched into the side of the runabout. You did this to me.
Why is traffic?
why, Shavik?
Why, Shavik, why?
With a frowny face.
Why, Shavik? Okay. So we're dumping the cure into the. We're gonna be modifying the Bassard collectors to do that reverse thing with the cure,
But
right?
to,
Yes.
Why didn't we
to-
just dump it in the water supply to begin with?
Because there wasn't any water there. The whale
Right, it's
probe
gone now.
ate
Well,
it.
took
Oh
it.
yeah, because $24.99. Right, gotcha.
They,
Right.
I like money. I'm a capitalist. Oh no, the you're gonna have to first make it and then drop it, so you're not gonna be able to.
We have
like,
tons
have a lot
of.
of it.
We have tons of
Of
the
the,
vials.
you made 700.
Well, my plan was to use my computer expertise and my technology focus to patch the replicator into the mechanism that so that it can patch into the Blizzard collectors
And
in
I
reverse.
too have computer expertise.
That's going to
so
be
I can
one.
help.
That's going to be one hell of a roll to do.
I've got to focus in warp engines and cybernetics and computers.
There you go.
Teamwork, dreamwork.
Teamwork, the ultimate sacrifice.
I've got to focus in resource development because my family was colonists, so they would spray crops and things with ships. So there's that technology there too.
All right, so
Together we can make a difference.
And I mean, if all of that doesn't convince you, I've probably also got $24.99.
then it's all of a sudden going to magically work. So let's see. One,
I thought we were barred from doing that, though.
2, 3. I never said it would work. You can definitely try it though, if that's what you want.
Well, maybe...
No, I mean from pay to win.
Pay to win.
I agree. I never said it would work, but if you want to try it, definitely. All of a sudden, a random guest account that has never been here before, $24.99, it instantly worked.
Oh no! To do it right, I'd probably put in 200. Where did my dice go? I have one. I dropped one on the floor. Where the fuck is
I was actually
Got
about
mine
to.
ready.
I'm about to roll for you guys. So
Okay.
give me your numbers. I'm gonna roll them all together, just so because I know
okay.
we're running late.
So my control.
You guys don't trust me? I'm gonna do right by you. Don't worry, Bay.
Wait, which attributes are we doing?
We
what
are
attribute?
doing control plus engineering.
Okay,
For
my
the record, I do not trust you.
That's
Just for
unfortunate.
the
10.
record.
Give me one quick
my
second.
number
guys.
is also
one quick,
10.
One quick second.
It's my dice.
Hey, Lorela, child number 1. I guess I shouldn't have said your name out just then.
I hope
One second, come here. Come here.
Oh, there it is.
One second.
Okay.
What's up? I got food coming.
Yeah, can I go get my thing?
What thing?
At the car.
What?
My charger.
Give me a second. Just use mine. It's right there.
Okay.
No. It's right there.
Also, Todd's gonna eventually get more chargers for me.
All right. So, all right. So 2 10s, and then what are the other ones?
What are the other ones?
What
are
am
the
I
other
supposed to
ones?
give you?
Control plus
what-
engineering.
Control is 11, engineering is 4.
Wow, shit.
And then Ash, did you give me yours, or was yours 10? Ash?
Oh, it was 10. Sorry.
Yeah, good. What's
Well,
yours?
I
Vance?
am the chief engineer,
Yeah. Control is 8 and engineering is 2.
Gotcha. Venom?
Control is 9. Engineering is 2.
All right, 2 10s, an 11, and a 15.
Mm.
All right. No 20s. That's all that's important. You don't really get a ton of it out, but you're able to throw some out while you're leaving. If you go too slow, you have to go at normal speed. Anything before normal speed will get a target lock on you. And if you stay that way for more than 10 seconds, you'll be fired upon. So you have to leave at normal speed, but you are able to throw at least some of the cure out.
All right, well, hopefully that did some good.
mean-
and we have no communication whatsoever, right? There's no way to broadcast any kind of message.
Your communication system's out. You still have the landing pad at the Halo thing.
Oh, hey, what if we landed at the Halo thing controlled by that corporation that Shavak made us not give the cure to?
If you want to give it a go, let's give it a go. But I'm pretty sure they're going to just further use it to exploit the planet.
Well, I mean, it's the lesser of two evils. Either the government doesn't give it to them at all, or the corporation exploits them to get it for them. I mean,
Besides, if we fuck up the corporation angle, the Federation can come in later and fix it.
That's true.
All right, so you guys land.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
and as you land, the CEO comes out, and she has like 4 or 5 guards with her.
Does she have any shit on her?
No.
Okay, good.
One thing that does happen though is as you go for your rifle, Skravik, you open the because I assume you're going to walk out with them, or at least if you're checking on it, you open the locker, and it's actually, you remember that Furby thing?
Oh shit!
The
that
rifle,
thing.
the rifle is gone, but the therapy thing is there. And it's just looking at you with big eyes.
Oh yeah, that thing. Remind me to feed that.
Sorry, it ate
Remind me to
the
feed
rifle.
That's what,
It
as
must
soon as
have-
he sees it, remind me to feed that.
Oh yeah, remind me to feed that thing.
We have so many wonderful fans.
There's like, it's been sitting in that locker for at least a day. It's like there's like it's peed in there. It's like,
Where's the rifle?
Just it looks at you and just it squeaks. Squeak.
We do have
You
our
eat it?
phasers, though, right?
It burps.
Do we have our phasers at least?
You have everything but the that one rifle.
but that
Everything.
one
Okay.
rifle, and I have.
So we
dibs
have
on-
another rifle and
Yeah.
I've got it. I have that rifle.
All right, so you guys make your way out, and she's like, "I assume you gave it to the regent.
Yeah, and we're gonna give it to you too.
Hopefully, the regent won't find a way to overcome it. We only recently found out that she has been behind this.
Yeah, she had some shit coming out of her head. We didn't see it until she brushed her hair. Probably should have given that a closer look.
We may owe your leader an apology.
Yeah, we also sprayed a bunch of it at them as we left.
What do you know about the god entity?
Well, we met it.
May have prior.
Did you talk to it
Knowledge.
before it left?
Shavik? Oh, you mean the probe thing?
She
Wait.
shakes her head. She says, "No."
You
Uh,
mean
the
the
what?
actual
The
god
actual
entity.
god
What?
thing.
Hang on, let's get it straight.
She says-
What,
She says,
Wait, how do you know about it?
She says that's what I was trying to tell you. We discovered that this entity, this massive, powerful, almost godlike entity, had arrived just a month before you, which is what is causing the probes to start to work again.
Of course, the Borg combined with the same happy attitude that the people on the planet had. This is Shavik's fault.
Exactly. Shavik, why did you make Happy Borg?
So we now have a cure that can combat the god that we introduced to the Borg.
That's true. If only we could turn it into a form of energy and then spray it at the thing's face.
She looks confused. Did you talk to it, or?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Why did it do this to us?
Because it wants to make everyone in the entire universe all think the exact same way.
And it doesn't care what they think. It only
Right.
cares that it's the same.
Everybody in the whole galaxy could be into scat. It wouldn't care.
Weird that that's where you went with it, but
I'm just
okay.
thinking of the most ridiculous thing.
She's just gonna let it hang. She's gonna let it hang. She isn't even gonna respond to it. She's gonna let that silence stay there for a moment.
I mean, it's not untrue.
She takes it and she says, "Thank you. I hope that this will work before they can find another way. Hopefully the being won't impact Bajor as much as it did here."
What?
What?
Oh god, it went to
Whoa, hey,
Bajor?
whoa, it went
How
to
do you know?
Bajor?
How did you speak to it?
Let's
It-
start from the beginning. Can you please tell us everything that you know about this entity?
After you left, it had approached me and asked that we continue the work. It wanted to, as you said, bring peace. I declined, but the regent just wanted all of the pain to stop.
Oof.
Okay.
After doing its work, it said it would go to Bajor and to prepare.
Prepare for.
Because it's going to go and attack the wormhole aliens.
She says, "I don't know. What wormhole? What's a wormhole alien?"
Oh,
prophets,
right.
the
Yeah, in
prophets.
our timeline, we know a hell of a lot more about the Bajorans than in this timeline, apparently. Oh, yeah, we're from
By the
another
way,
timeline.
we're
by
from
the
another
way.
timeline.
They don't need to know we're aliens anyway.
Yeah,
It's
we're
just a
aliens
policy.
anyway.
Don't worry
They
about
might
it.
not even know the prophets exist. The wormhole may not have been discovered. Oh wow.
Oh, that could be true too. Oh my God, it could be going after those weird boxes.
At this point, we've murdered the
Yeah,
Prime
so just,
Directive.
like right in front of her, you're going through all of this stuff.
Prophet boxes. You know, the
She's just-
prophet boxes.
she's just
What
like-
are they?
She's
The
just like,
orbs.
We killed
Orbs. The
We
orbs.
killed the Prime
I
Directive.
just
we
love the
cut it
fact-
up in pieces.
I just love the fact that you're like explaining like the entire thing right in front of her, and she's got like no idea.
Actually,
what the
we're
hell
using
you're
my we're using my Delton telepathy to discuss this privately. I'm like a conduit for them. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, hang on, Siren, you could just like Vulcan mind meld like all of it
Yeah.
into her head.
Yeah. I touch her and I'm like, this is what happened, and now she knows everything.
Hey, wait a minute. How come
And
you
now
didn't
she's
do
gone
that with the
insane.
temporal people?
Oh yeah.
Because Shavik told me not to.
Javik, why did you tell
I said
them
no
to
such
do that?
thing.
Damn it, Javik.
So you give her the information, and then I assume you leave at that point.
I mean, probably, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
what is
Yeah,
she gonna
I
do?
mean-
Tell us to not leave?
Yeah. I think it's best we get out of here before the government catches up with us. It's time to go.
And don't
Yeah.
tell anyone we told you all this, by the way.
Good luck with your civil war. All right, so
Yeah.
Good luck with your civil war. Bye.
And your evil corporation.
Prime Directive, baby.
Have fun being cyberpunk, but in Star Trek.
So as you guys make it back to the ship, what exactly? I'll try to go a little bit quick. What exactly are you going to tell them, or what do you want to do? Is there anything we want to end this with?
We're going to tell them that we came up with a cure, but the thing assimilated the government, and now a corporation is the only thing that stands between the population being cured and the population expanding out throughout the galaxy with a
Yeah.
drone.
So I presume we're
Yeah.
just gonna leave out
And-
the whale mammoth probe.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
the
we
whale
should-
probe
That's
came.
it. That's
Yeah.
that's an extraneous detail.
At
We should
this
probably
point,
request
I don't,
like a level 10 quarantine on that planet so that they don't allow them to mingle with anyone else in the Federation.
Yeah, and at this point, I don't think leaving anything out is a good idea. We should just be honest about what happened at this point, because we
I mean,
really
that's
need
easy
to,
for you to say.
Well, I mean, we really need to.
When
We
you're
really
not the-
need to-
when you're not the fall guy for all of it.
We need to be honest and tell them that Shavik
Shavik
had
did it.
everything to do about it.
No, we need to convince them to move resources to Bejor like immediately.
Okay.
We need to
Yes.
tell them
Yeah.
that what's
Venom-
happened. We need to tell them the entity's going to Bejor, and also there's a pissed off whale probe.
Venom, can you give me about 10 more minutes or so?
Woolly
Yeah.
Mammoth probe.
Okay. So as you guys make it, you go through all of that. We're gonna circle back next time on some of that. But the one thing he says is going to Bajor is going to be somewhat tough, because you're talking to the XO now. Going to Bajor is going to be somewhat tough. The Treaty of Bajor has ceded the sector to the Klingon Cardassian alliance. Starfleet ships aren't allowed anywhere near there.
Sorry, hang on. Back up. You said Klingon Cardassian
I'm
alliance.
sorry, Klingon Bajoran, not Klingon Cardassian. I'm sorry.
Oh, Cleon Bajoran.
Hang on, Bejor. Okay, so for a minute there, I thought we were in the mirror universe.
Yeah.
We switched universes again. Again, we switched universes again.
He pauses a moment as he says that, and he does say Captain Janeway is going to have to know about this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is Janeway! Yay!
Thanks, whoever donated.
Yeah.
It wasn't Janeway before, but as you get back, it
Yeah.
It's Janeway
is.
now.
Presumably
so
she is-
I just
she
want to
is
be
still
clear. Did the other captain get fired, or did we actually switch timelines?
are you going to?
Or was it
Janeway?
Janeway? Or was it Janeway all along?
It was
She was in
Janeway
disguise.
all along.
Are you asking? Are you like? Who's
I would
Captain
like to
Janeway?
ask them if Janeway was the captain before we left.
He pauses a moment. He says, "Yeah, Captain Janeway has always been. She was."
Okay, so we are Star Trek sliders then.
We did slide into another
We
timeline.
slid. Oh wow.
Well, presumably, I'm presuming Captain Janeway puts Harry Kim in a gimp suit and enjoys snorting ground up.
Are you talking about Commander Kim, who is in charge of the Coast Concordia?
Commander
Commander?
Kim.
Commander
way.
It's a
Kim.
weird
No.
timeline,
Okay.
isn't it?
Yeah, we've talked about a lot of things, but that alone is the most
That's
unbelievable
twisted.
thing that
Is
I've
it-
ever
That's
heard.
Ensign,
sick.
Ensign Kim, who's the commander of the Costa.
That's more like it. Yeah, I can believe that now.
Yeah, I can take that.
So we came back, and now we're in another alternate timeline.
Mm.
I mean, it's like, or is it just
Great
that the
Scott.
timeline? Is it just that the timeline is actively shifting with events? Is that everything is in flux?
We need to talk to the temporal. You know what? We need data. Data would be able to
We
help
should
us
go
out
We
get
do
with
need
this.
that.
data.
I think
We
have
should
to go
He's
get
consider
that.
so far away, though, isn't he? He's like,
Years.
Yeah,
years
I mean
at
he's a
Warpman.
little bit.
You could send one of us to go. I'll go get him.
So you'll be out of the campaign for years before you
No,
return.
no, that's true. Never mind.
Yeah.
Is he that
Commander
far
Data,
away?
I finally got you reassembled. Listen,
Yeah, it's on the other side
my
of
vow
the-
of celibacy is on file.
File. But not for inanimate objects. So hey.
Specifically, that's why I wanted to go. And you're
I
not a
heard
part of
you.
this.
Wait
And
a
he's
minute.
not in
Where's
Starfleet.
Gary 7?
What's that?
Gary 7.
Oh.
He might be able. If we could find him.
Yeah,
That's possible, yeah.
that might work.
Yeah, there's a callback that not many people in the audience are going to get. Yeah, Gary 7. We
He-
could find Gary 7.
He apparently also played one of the actors in the JJ Trek. He was one of the aliens.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he was the priest.
Well, and he has a cat named Isis.
He was the actor was the priest that
So,
drew the.
if you wanted Gary 7 to come to you, what would be the best way to get a message to him?
Demonic pentagram.
Tough but fair. All right, so is that where we're ending? Did you have any other questions or anything, or?
When are we going to, level up? Is that a thing that happens? Or...
So we've discussed this. Actually, you could go through the entire campaign and not level up, but it is possible to have things advance. That'll probably happen in one or two sessions, because I've actually been writing down what you guys have been doing. So the fact that Stravik continues to pilot mostly means that'll increase. You'll also probably get you'll get to advance when you get promoted, which will happen shortly, regardless of what you're trying to do.
Regardless of how well we do, because right now we are terrible.
Regardless of how much Shavik gets blamed for.
Mike Hendon says that Data is standing
Bailing
up
up.
behind us,
Nah.
and he calls himself Steve now.
No, that's a major change. That can't be done on $5. Unfortunately,
Oh, come on.
no, that can't be done on $5. Unfortunately.
His name is Steve.
Oh,
I like that. His name's Steve.
Yeah, you get lore, assimilated lore.
We could get Kirkland's data.
Yeah, there you go. All right, anything else you're doing in universe, or do we want to end it right there? Because that's fairly good.
I think I'm good. Shavik probably needs to go to sleep now.
Yeah, it's pretty late.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
That's
Shavik
why he
needs to-
underperforms. It's because we wake him up in the middle of the night to do this shit.
Yeah.
I think my last move will be to take comparative readings of the temporal condition of the universe, so we can kind of try to place ourselves within the multiverse.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
All right, so
What he said.
I'll have that for next time. But
Excellent.
guys, check out Venom Geek Media. Definitely look him up. He's doing a whole Dominion War thing that he's breaking down. It's pretty excellent. Fancy Lads is known for his comic book stuff. He does exceptionally well. Of course,
I
Starfleet
expect
Boy.
all of you to be subscribed by tomorrow. That's
You-
like
Done.
Yeah.
You all know Starfleet Boy. He's the bestest. You guys already subscribed to him.
Aw.
And of course, we have Cute Fuzzy Weasel, who has gotten some excellent stuff out and is uploading more and more. So you should check them out, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next Saturday. That in,
All right.
and,
Are we